everybody out there in Facebook land. How are you guys today? Obviously, we're feeling a little foggy over here at Fansworld at CFX. Gosh, guys, we're on day 4 of Fansworld, which would have been officially day 1 at Transworld. We saw a picture from somebody who lives in St. Louis. They stopped by the convention center, and it's very naked. It's very empty. There's not any fog machines or loud monsters out front or lines of people wearing black waiting to get their badges to get in. So it's a little bittersweet to see that picture, but hopefully you guys are all hanging out, doing your part, enjoying the live stream, being here with us, buying some masks, and enjoying being at home or being around family if that's what you guys are doing right now.
Aiden and Tyler, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Yeah, so we know it's
nice seeing you.
Yes. Always good to see you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining in with us all week long so far. You guys have been amazing. I really appreciate you guys tuning in for almost all the time slots. We very rarely have less than 30 people, less than 50 people, I think, actually watching these live streams. So thank you guys for taking time out of your day. I know it's noon here in Baton Rouge, lunchtime for most people. West Coasters, sorry, I know it's still a little bit early for you guys, but good morning. Thank you. Good afternoon for tuning in with us. But yes, so
Justin, thank you for sharing. Yeah, all you guys, please share this. It actually helps us tremendously getting some of that organic spread of our viral video.
Saying stuff like that right now.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't resist. But yeah, please, if you guys don't mind sharing this stuff, we appreciate it. And it actually does really help us. We're watching how far our reach, and we're actually hitting quite a few people. I think we've hit about 500,000 people so far with our live streams. So
thank you guys so much for
you.
tuning in and sharing. Yeah, so if you please share, that would be fantastic. That's amazing. I know I haven't asked you guys to do that, but I haven't had to. You guys have been doing it. So thank you for doing it, and if you would like to, please continue doing it. We've got another full day ahead of us, as well as tomorrow. We got a few more things that we're going to show you tomorrow for Friday. But yes, so just to get into it, this is CFX Fansworld at CFX in lieu of Transworld, just because of the postponement. We are doing a sale this week. It's a huge, massive, large sale. We haven't done a sale like this, I don't think, ever at CFX. This is probably our biggest sale.
Yep.
So I'm going to break down some of the stuff that we're doing for you guys to bring the Transworld party to you. We're doing our Transworld show discount. I need obviously a little bit more coffee, you guys. It's still early for me too.
Woo! Wake up, Tabby! Wake up, Tabby!
I think that's going to put me more in a trance and back to sleep than wake me up, but I appreciate the effort. Anyway, back to our sale. We are doing $100 off full mask and glove sets. We're also doing $50 off any of our hood items. So the silicone hoods, like Deformed Hood, Hero Hood, the Skull Hood guy over there, the Venetians, that kind of style masks. Those are $50 off. We're also doing free domestic shipping, you guys. Oh my goodness, we are so excited to be able to offer you free domestic shipping. If you're international, shoot us an email, give us a call.
We'll get you a credit going.
We'll see what we can do for you. But yeah, free domestic shipping, so anywhere in the continental United States, we got you. There's a code for that, or you can just email Jonathan, give us a call, we'll work with you there. And also, we want you to buy some licensed stuff, but since we can't give you a discount on the licensed masks like the Game of Thrones or Universal stuff, we're going to give you $100 credit towards a CFX item. So for instance, if you want a They Lift mask and you really like the gloves that go with him, the mask is a licensed item. However, we'll give you the $100 credit and the $100 off the gloves, which are crusty gloves painted to match.
Aiden, I'll show you. We'll do some behind the scenes shop stuff tomorrow.
Yes.
It's all about the masks right now.
Absolutely. And then of course you're going to get some really awesome swag. We're going to give you this really bitchin' bag. Beautiful big old CFX tote bag. Super vibrant and yellow. You're going to get this handy dandy guy. Wonderful for carrying your mask in, but also for carrying toilet paper and Lysol in this time of need, if that's what you're stocking up on over there.
Austin, only triple ply toilet paper. That's the only thing we'll accept for payment right now. The double ply is not soft enough
we
for
don't
my...
like the eco single ply stuff. That's like sandpaper. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, I need the soft stuff for my booty.
Supple. He likes the supple.
Supple. That is, I like that word right there. Supple.
It's such a gnarly word.
Kmart has a blue light special, so you guys have a black light special? Yeah, that's what this segment is going to be. All black light.
So we're having a black light special. You're not wrong. But real quick, back to the swag. You're going to get a bag. You're going to get this really awesome lanyard with CFX on it. We made these all for the trade show, but you're going to get them while supplies last. And then last but certainly not least, well, not last but certainly not least, you're going to get some stickers. But you're also going to get a worm. You can tell everybody CFX gave you worms. You're hoarding the toilet paper, obviously, for a reason, so we want to make sure we give you worms to make up for it at least.
He'll guard your toilet paper for you.
He'll guard the toilet paper for you. They come in multiple different colors. We're just going to kind of grab one and throw them in the bag, so I'm sorry you can't choose them. You normally would have had a little bit of selection when you came and saw us at Transworld, but we're just going to throw you some worms and you're going to deal with it.
Austin, we're TP snobs over here. Don't tell us that.
Yeah,
all right.
We only want the soft, supple stuff.
He says, oh, please, anything is toilet paper if you're brave enough.
This is true. Sad, scary, but also true. So guys, welcome to the noon, the 12 o'clock hour. We're going to go over our UV stuff and a few of the other masks you guys haven't seen yet. And of course, any of your questions that you may have, we'd love to talk to you guys more about some stuff. So make sure you guys put any questions you may have in the comments down here. We're going to try to answer them as we go along. Hey,
if we miss a comment, feel free to post it again. It is kind of a live stream, and it is just Tabby and I back here. I'm trying to monitor the comments. Yeah, trying to monitor the comments as we do this. So we're not ignoring anyone. I will literally try to get to every single comment. Sometimes I have a bad memory and I forget. Like I know two masks ahead of me as to what I'm supposed to do. After that, I don't even know what to do anymore. And yeah, the worms are silicone. They're made out of the same material that the masks are made out of.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So just a real quick recap. We're going to go over UV stuff today. We're going to go over guts and some of our apparel at 2 o'clock in the 2 o'clock hour. And then I think we're going to go back over some of our new stuff again at the 4 o'clock hour. So if you guys have anything specific you guys want to see, make sure you drop those in the comments. We're going to try to scroll through them after this live feed to see what you guys really want to see in the next live stream.
And Jasmine, that is the Cthulhu mask behind Tabitha right there. She'll bust it out in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll don't worry.
Very octopus-like.
Yes. So not Deep Spawn. We have Deep Spawn, who we don't have, unfortunately, in stock right now. Maybe we'll try to be able to bring him out a little bit later today or tomorrow for you guys. But Cthulhu is our secondary, tentacle-y kind of dude. But do we want to just get right into it?
We'll say good morning to everyone.
I already said good morning.
Well, I know, but we have more people coming in.
Good morning again. It's not quite morning for me because my coffee is behind the camera, but I don't need it right now. It's fine.
All right, so we're gonna bust right into the UV, I guess. So we're gonna change out lighting.
Bump out some lights real quick.
Bam.
Well, bam.
And here we go.
We're gonna do a pan and tilt.
All right.
You guys, a quick note about our UV. We can do UV paint and cast pretty much any mask in UV, with the exception of our licensed stuff, which we've gone over a few times. We can't modify those in any way other than what our license dictates. But any of our original characters, we have over 150 of them, can be made to be either cast in UV and then painted on top of that, or even glow in the dark, like this glowworm over here. Not only is he UV reactive, he actually glows in the motherfucking dark. Look at that! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm a nerd.
Right, just a smidge of a nerd. So some masks can be cast in all UV. Some masks can just have UV accents to them. And some masks don't necessarily have a whole lot of UV to them, but they have UV reactive accents to them.
And we owe Jonah a segment on realistic human masks.
This
we
is
cannot
true.
forget about that. So what we're going to try and do is, obviously the week is kind of going by faster than we anticipated. So on the next segment, I will clear off a section of the shelves, and I will put up all the realistics that I have available to me right now.
We don't have a whole lot right now, but we'll try to pull out the ones that we do have, and we'll put those up, and we'll do a small segment for you, Jonah. We haven't forgotten. I'm sorry. Yep. It's just... I keep thinking this week is a lot longer, but it's flying by a lot quicker
it is
than
just
I
going by.
So.
So the painted face imp over there with the orange flames on it. Sentinel is really cool. Remember, Sentinel can be done in any kind of color combination that you want. So you can do that steel. This is the steel and green one, and so you can do the steel with either a red crystal or blue crystal. Any color crystal that you're really looking for. So, all right.
Do you want to bump those lights maybe mid-grade? That way we can kind of see a little bit regular light and a little bit of UV light. How can you see me?
We see you just fine.
All right, guys. So, as you can see right behind me, we've got a plethora of different UV kind of options. I know somebody back there was asking about that imp over there with the flame face. Yeah, that's just a wild hair design that one of our painters did. We had a request for something similar to that, so that was a little bit of a test, but we liked it so much we kept it in-house to kind of use as reference for other stuff.
He actually lives above my desk. He's in my office all the time. But if you wanted to buy him, he is for sale. But
Absolutely.
I just kind of I like him a whole lot, so he lives with me up in my office.
We're gonna probably stay on this this mid level right here. So next to him is actually our Clarence, the old man mask, done up with a voodoo paint job. This voodoo paint job is also all UV. He looks a little bit better when I've got the flashlight directly on him, so you can see just how vibrant the white makeup job is. And then on the sides of his neck, he actually has 2 little sigils. So there's one on this side, and then one on this side. Those are just cool little sneaky additions that we have added into the mask that you normally can't see in regular light. And then once again, our wonderful glowworm, modeled after the very popular 80s children's toy. I actually have, believe it or not, a glowworm. And then the wonderful thing about this, like we discovered momentarily ago, was that he's not only UV reactive, he also does glow in the dark. Which means he is cast in a silicone that has that glow in the dark material into it. You got a question?
We got a couple of them here.
Okay.
Let's see here. What time will we be doing the realistic mask segment? We'll do that one on the next, the 2 o'clock segment.
Yeah, the 2 o'clock segment. We'll go over guts a little bit first, and then we'll do some of the realistic humans for you, Jonah.
And that's also Jim Stevens would like to see some realistic mask stuff. And then Steve says, I need to order the Game of Thrones White Walker King. We have 2 of them in stock right now. They're ready to ship. They will ship out before the end of the week. Joshua Stewart, or Grubbeldinger Stewart, I want to see Tabitha do a segment in They Live mask.
We'll see about that. We've gone over this, Josh. My jawline doesn't fill out the mask as well as I want it to, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see.
And Steve, I think I answered that. Well, if they're already made, will they ship ASAP? Yes, we want to get them.
They will ship within 2 to 3 business days. Right now, we're trying to make sure we can get everything out appropriately on time.
So obviously, with the world situation, there are some issues with shipping right now that I'm not sure if you guys are aware of it, but they are talking about maybe holding off on some shipments and stuff like that.
We're working with our representative for UPS and USPS to make sure anything that we send out right now we'll be able to get to you guys. But obviously, when you place your order, we'll be very candid with you about the shipping situation if there's any issues whatsoever.
And right now we're pretty sure it's wide open, but
we're just being prepared.
we want to be cautious with things. Yeah.
Sorry, it's just Disco Party on Glowworm over here.
Let's see. What's the mask next to the eyeball that's glowing? That's our new demon. Rocky the Demon, I think, is what we've decided his name is.
Yeah.
I'll grab him down off the shelf here in a second. Let's see here. Possible female fit for They Live. With the licensing, no, it's a little bit hard to work out those variations. The licensing agreements are usually very specific, and they give us an idea of what they want to see from us, and then we just kind of perform that.
That being said, for some people, the male fit fits better. For some females, the male fit fits on their face, not a problem. I'm just one of them who knows that my jaw just usually isn't as strong to fill out some of our male fits. But that doesn't mean it might not fit Georgia over there, or it might not fit Brenda over there, you know what I mean? So it really depends on the circumference of your head and your face shape.
No worries about being late, guys. Jasmine, don't worry. I have a demon mask with your name on it. Literally, I wrote Jasmine on it.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys are just tuning in now, we are getting started with some of our UV stuff today. As you can see behind me, it's a UV disco party with my flashlight. And then, of course, we're taking any Q&As, questions, for Q&A that you guys may have.
But yeah, all right. I think you keep going.
Yeah. You guys saw him a little bit at the very beginning of the broadcast. You guys were asking about him. This is Cthulhu. This is him in his blue ring octopus kind of color scheme. So he's yellow, and the yellow itself specifically isn't UV reactive.
We're going to go to regular lighting real quick.
Better? Yeah. There we go, yeah. So his blue rings are obviously what is super reactive on him. And he's got that go all the way around. Spin him all the way around. So Cthulhu was one of our new sculpts from last year. He's actually been pretty popular. I mean, a lot of people like the dangling tentacle kind of look. He is not as heavy with the tentacles as Deep Spawn is. So I know a lot of people who have had Deep Spawn, those tentacles have a little bit of weight to them because they are all silicone. Cthulhu gives you a very similar type of character with a bit less weight. And his mouth hole is right there. He's got a mouth. He has nose holes in there too. They're just kind of hard to see.
Calvin loves the UV reactive ones. Hunt Scene says he bought that one just without the UV.
Oh, okay.
Austin says he looks like he loves Fruit Loops.
Well, you're not wrong. I mean...
Quarantine says Lovecraft would be proud.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're all caught up.
Thank you for the Lovecraft reference. So we touched base on about Sentinel earlier too. This is just one of many variations that we've done. This just happens to be, like Josh was saying, the steel or metallic version with this lime green ooze kind of cracking through, and with that fluorescent gem as well. We do have some options where you can get this where this has a little LED battery back here with a little light that will have this emit light without
versus
having
just
to go
glowing,
UV,
yeah.
Versus, like Josh said, just glowing. But yeah, this is a fun variation. Sentinel was a new sculpt for us last year as well. He's actually, we've sold most of those guys.
Cthulhu
too,
and Sentinel have been, of the sculpts from last year, they're fairly popular.
Absolutely. All right, and you guys have seen a lot of Mortimer the last few days on our feed. He's actually been a lot more popular than I anticipated, which I like because I like him a lot. But similarly, so he is not necessarily cast in UV, but he has UV accents. His eyes are UV reactive. There are no lights, so similar to Sentinel's gem up there. No lights in those eyes, just all UV. And same thing with his gnarly toxic goo over here. This is his lab rat variation, which is why he looks a little mad.
Talk about just the Night King horns real quick. Just kind of one of those. It's not a feature, but
happy accident. It's just that the silicone and what we use to tint the silicone on Night King's horns just kind of
happens to be super UV reactive.
UV reactiveness to it. All right, we're gonna go down, baby. Baby. Over to Archangel. All right, guys. Some of you guys yesterday were asking about Archangel. I think my friend Naran.
We literally made one last night.
So Naran, I hope you can tune in. Otherwise, I will tag you in this video or share it on your page. But this is Archangel. This is his shadow variation, if I'm remembering my names correctly. But he is he's cast in like a darker black, a dark gray coloring with this beautiful, there you go. So that's what he looks like in the daytime. Woo, that's what he looks like in super bright daytime. But you can see his green scarring in there is super UV reactive in there. I'm gonna scoot him out and just kind of do a little bit of a spin so you can see his sides, as well as his back, because his back is very elaborate. He's got very fine detailing in his scarification that he's got going on him. I think Archangel was new 2 years ago, 3 years ago? 3 years ago?
3 years ago, I believe.
He's been a good seller as well. You know, there are a lot of people who are looking for something that's a little bit more ethereal, a little bit different.
And obviously we don't have any in stock. Like, we literally just made this guy. So, yeah, as soon as we make them, they usually sell.
And specifically this color and the, like I said, the ethereal one, the white one with the blue coloring in there. So the ethereal one is, instead of all this black, it's a very nice ice blue, so kind of similar to what the Night King's got going on. And then super, super vibrant blue in the scarring right there. So while Buckshot over here, it doesn't necessarily have UV clown features, which we can do as we've shown you in some of the other clowns. Some hair work. This is an example of some of the hair work that we can do that is UV. So if you're looking for a clown and you want him to be super vibrant, super colorful in those UV black lights, let us know that you want to have UV hair. So this is just a horseshoe wig. It's glued on. It's a wraparound wig. But you can see how vibrant and how crazy that looks in that UV light.
I will check to see what the symbols do have meaning that are on Archangel. We wanted to make sure we weren't pitting curses on the mask and then selling you a cursed mask. I will have to get a refresher as to what those were, though.
Yes.
We'll see if we can get Brett in here or Kenny. Both of them are busy in meetings right now, but they both know. I just can't remember off the top of my head what the meanings were. Don't have an anglerfish right now. That's another one of those that's usually made to order.
Alrighty. So now we have Brain Game. So we'll probably talk about him a little bit more in a few minutes when we talk about masks you guys haven't really seen yet. Brain Game was a new design for us last year as well. He has some subtle highlights of UV, especially in his flesh version right here. Josh is going to bump the regular lights so you can see what they look like in the daytime. We kind of got inspired by a little bit, sort of Judge Dreddy, sort of Android-y, sort of, you know, that kind of futuristic android or cyborg kind of related character. We do have another robot character, which we'll get into a little bit later, but we wanted to make him look a little bit more cyborgy by adding these UV accents just slightly on certain parts of this mask. We have more ideas to add more UV coloring into him in future iterations, but this is what we've got going on for now. The red that you saw on the side is now this crazy vibrant orange. He's got it around the lining of his chest plates right there as well, and it follows along on the back as right there. So you can tell that instead of having to put lights in it, if you wear this guy in a UV environment, it looks like that area is illuminated with lights already. And then similarly, what we're calling his flesh or engineer variant, because he is that really pale white color, he glows quite vibrantly just because of what he's cast in. And then his brain does have a UV
pull the flash
coating in there.
Blowing it out.
Sorry. And additionally, he's got the circles on the side that illuminate, and this strip on the back. All right, another really fun variation of our Horseman.
Hold on one second.
We got questions?
What's the difference between a mask with UV and a mask without UV? It's the light that matters, right? Yeah, so a UV paint reacts to the ultraviolet frequency of light, and that's kind of that weird purple light that you see everywhere. Tabby's got a little flashlight that's all LED there. It's not a regular white light. Yeah. And then, when you turn the UV off, we just go to standard white light, you lose a lot of the glow. And we'll do that right now. So that would be looking at it with no UV on it. That is with UV on it. And then
a mixture of...
That's kind of a combination of just some other light with...
blue light to
with the UV. But yeah, you do have to have a reactive paint to really make it pop and glow like that.
Absolutely. Alrighty, cruising right along. We're going into our Horseman of Death. You guys saw him, yesterday in his just standard paint variation, where it was the white with the black in the void areas. This is our, similar to Sentinel, our steel variation with toxic green ooze. Me and lime green are really good friends, so anything with a whole lot of lime green toxicness coming out of it, I really dig. So this one is definitely one of my favorites, especially just with the way that this all drips here. We've also highlighted it a little bit so you can see where we've put the green in where the mask normally sits along your eyelid, just to actually give it more of a glow, and that glows back onto your eyes, so it gives you a really eerie kind of look while you're wearing him. And he does have those holes or cracks and oozing spaces all throughout.
Yeah, let me turn the regular light on.
Yeah. So this is what he looks like backwards, or from the back, I guess. So you can actually see that he is very, very detailed even in regular lighting. You can see the different oxidization.
Yep.
There it is, words. That is starting to happen where he's kind of starting to rust out. So you see some of those reds and whatnot there. And then, when you put that black light on, it just, bam, it totally changes the way that mask looks in the dark.
And it's the light that brings out the effect of the mask, Jasmine. Bo wants to know, have we named the vampire yet?
No, I think we're actually going to talk about that either at a 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock hour, because you guys gave us a lot of really awesome suggestions. We may do a name out of a hat. We're not quite sure how we're going to do this, but we want to make it fun and interactive for you guys. So we will let you know ASAP when we plan to do that. But it will be today. We'll let you guys know today, because that was the plan originally, is when we got to Transworld today, to let you guys know what the vampire's name was going to be. So it will be sometime today.
And all the new masks are on the website. Everything is available right now.
Yep.
Some of the discounting is not working on the page. If you have an issue, give us a call and we will walk you through that. But the discount does apply to everything. If for some reason you have an issue with our website, just give us a call, let us know.
Yeah, and I mean, you are more than welcome to place your order, and the orders get reviewed by a human before they move forward through the production process. So if any refunds are due to you because you overpaid, since the discounts weren't showing for whatever reason, we'll make sure we get that to you. But if you need the discounts applied immediately, email us at info@compositefx.com, or give us a call at 225-756-7875. All right, we're bringing out another clown-ish variation of our imp guy. We obviously love to do clown and crazy paint jobs on the imp. So with this one, we have a really fun, crazy, spirally kind of paint scheme going on with him. And this was just also for a customer, a little bit of a custom paint job that we wanted to practice on a little bit on a mask that we liked so much we ended up keeping in-house because the customer went with a different overall base tone. But this is the only UV on this particular mask. So obviously very clown oriented. They just wanted something that pops from the front so that they can bump the UV lights occasionally.
A little bit of that crazy circus feel.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like it. I like just the angles of the spirals and stuff like that. And sort of last on our UV focus, other than the new masks up top, this is our smooth mask. A lot of you guys have seen him in different things. He has some UV veining, which is very light. I don't know how well it's popping up there. You see it really good up there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I can show you a little bit more. Or maybe not. Maybe it is blowing it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, so he looks kind of just a little bit sickly normally, especially in regular light, but as soon as you bump these UV lights, we can definitely see all those veins in there. Are we getting good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, and so this veining goes all the way
keep them like that
around the mask. We're going to bump the regular light so you can see that not only
disappears.
How he has regular, really awesome, beautiful, fine detailing in the veining in regular light. And then when we switch to UV, he's got different UV veins that show up. And that goes all the way around the mask, same thing. Beautiful detailing in that veining. And back to UV.
And then you also saw we have a golem right over here and our ice Belial.
Similar thing, happy kind of accidents and just the way the material behaves. Not intended to be UV, but just the way that it happens to be. Sometimes masks are a little bit UV reactive.
Clear silicone will usually be UV reactive.
Absolutely. Like I said, happy little accidents. Happy little trees. Bob Rossing it over here. And so we're just going to go back to...
Hold on. All right, then we have the imp over here. Again, we talked about his little flame UV paint job.
Just kind of cruise by.
And we're going to kind of come back over here.
And our two of our newer masks, we have Rocky the Demon on the left right there, and then Igor in his crazy UV reactive paint on the right.
Now, we do have one more version of Igor coming that we're hoping to show you by tomorrow. Paint is doing their best for us. But he is even more UV reactive than the one we're showing you right now.
He's going to be more of a whiter, light, vibrant, that kind of UV, versus this has like the more reds and orange and fire tones to him.
But again, so this is UV lighting only. There's no lights that are mounted onto the mask or anything like that. We're just in our little studio area. And again, you see I don't even have black lights near it. All the black lights are way up on the wall over there. But yeah.
And then last but not least, we'll go over guts again, like I said, in the 2 o'clock hour. But we wanted to bust out these really awesome UV guts for you, just to show you how well those glow as well. We do have the ability to make our guts pretty much in UV, any of our guts in UV. But like I said, we'll go over that a little bit more at the 2 o'clock hour when we discuss more guts. Because I know you guys want to know more about guts and our body parts and all that other good things. Just have for escape rooms too.
Yeah, we could put a man bun on the imp and then would have a genie. Yep.
Yes.
We've done a few genie versions of him before.
We have.
As well as Sin of Pride makes a really good genie.
Sin of Pride makes a wonderful genie. I really like the imp as a genie too, especially when you put some earrings in him and you do that really high ponytail or even that twisted bun up top. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, David.
David?
Yep, David Limer.
Hey, David. Do we have any questions? We want to kind of cruise right along and maybe talk about some of the other masks that we have lately.
Jasmine, our shop telephone number is 225-756-7875. Tabby will talk a mile a minute if you let her. I'm back behind the scenes, always like waving her like, slow down. She's fast.
I am fast. Sorry. Sorry. I'm trying to get you all the information now.
You're not sorry though.
No.
Okay. All right, guys. What can we show you guys? What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to talk about?
So we haven't really Isaac a whole lot yet, so I don't know if you want to maybe bump the regular lights back up so we can kind of maybe start showing Isaac at least.
Just make me work all the time.
Just a little
making
bit.
me work.
I mean, I can't be the only one working around here.
You work?
What? This is work?
Oh wait, are we still live? Wait, we're still live. All right.
Where did I put Isaac?
On the ground over here.
Why is he on the ground over here?
Well, you put him over there. I don't know.
All right, guys. Here is a mask we haven't talked a whole lot about because we don't have any in stock except for this guy.
And he's shipping out. Actually, I grabbed him from someone.
I know.
He's shipping out.
He's shipping out. He's going to a good home. But we're talking about like robots and androids when we were discussing Brain Game. This is Isaac the robot. He definitely has more of a bicentennial man kind of look to him. He's a little bit softer. He doesn't have a lot of hard angles as a robot kind of guy. But he can be done in a multitude of different variations. We like him in this kind of steel coloring. We've done him where he looks, where he's all made out of copper, so a little bit more steampunk vibey. I've seen him where we've had a like ceramic blue and white coloring, which I think look gorgeous. And we've also, like I was talking about yesterday with that imp mask, our chimp coloring, we've taken, this is the mask that we used the back for. So we had all this back area, and what we changed was this face area right here. We put the imp there, and that's how we made our space ape. But this is Isaac the robot. He's got these tendrils back here. These are also made out of silicone. Same thing with these really awesome bolt heads right here. That's all silicone as well.
All right, Herman, I grabbed Sentinel. I'll throw him on for you in just a second here. But I wanted to answer Jenna. Lots of new male fit designs. Any new female fit masks coming? I'm going to be honest with you. So we have a couple of things going on with the female fit. We want to rework our core and get a little bit better of a core. Our core is really good right now, but we think we can perfect it even more.
Yeah, we want to expand on that a little bit more. So we're holding off on some sculpts for the time being until we can get to that. But trust me, I've been pushing and prodding for some new female fit designs, obviously.
And so you see, and we do have a lot of females that work here at the shop. It's not like we're a male-dominated shop, but the female fit masks just don't sell as well as the male fit masks. So if you guys start buying a bunch of female fits, we'll start making a whole lot more female fits.
Our customer base does skew towards the male. Granted, we do have more male-oriented designs. Maybe that's the reason why. But trust me, as a female in the haunted house industry and cosplay industry and now working for the company, I'm definitely trying to make a little bit more strides in us getting some more female masks. So hopefully sooner rather than later. But
female and scary too. That's what she's pushing for.
Yes.
So.
I like the scary. I like the weird, creepy stuff. And to have a few more female counterparts to our male masks.
And I think Austin, you're looking at Vengeance right above the walker there. I will grab him down as well and throw him on for you. Aiden, the horns on Rocky Demon, they're all silicone, yes, but we can always do horns and resins and other stuff if you request it.
Yeah, more a harder foam resin if that's what you're looking for.
Right.
Sentinel time.
Sentinel on.
Looking good. So for those of you who may not know, Sentinel was designed by a former sculptor of ours who worked on the new Hellboy movie. So he just got done doing a lot of the right hand of doom for Hellboy. So he was feeling very inspired by hard surfaces to see what we can do about making a mask out of that. So Sentinel does have a lot of movement. Similarly, he seems rather heavy, but he's not. There is a little bit of weight up top.
Build up on the top here, but the rest of the mask is so thin that you don't even really notice.
Cool beans.
All right, let's do a Vengeance real quick.
Jasmine's like, Josh looks good in every mask he puts on. I know, that's why he wants to own everyone, and I have to keep telling him, not this one, not
Tell
this
him
one.
how many I have at home already.
Between latex and silicone masks,
well over 100.
well over 100.
Silicone alone, I just hit 36.
We're at something like that.
36 masks.
About 36. I mean, we had over about 24 just for the haunt that we owned before we came to work for CFX. But yeah, nice O face. All right, thanks, Austin. Yeah, I'll tell Josh he makes a good O face, I guess.
right. Vengeance, brand new mask.
Yes.
This is the Design a Mask contest winner. We have a bunch of different variations of it. There's 2 more variations that are in paint right now
2 more.
that I'm hoping will get done.
William, what clown mask were you looking at? Are you looking at the one with the tongue hanging out, or the 2 porcelain clown ones with the face paint on that second shelf over there? So this is Vengeance, you guys. I think honestly, like, I really thought I was gonna like the Xenomorph one the most, but I think just with the vibrant red of this one, just blows me away. And the movement is beautiful on it. Do a 360, darling. There we go.
I like this mask a lot.
It reads really well, and visibility is fantastic in it. So William, if I knew what clown mask you wanted us to put on, I would absolutely put on one of the clown masks. I'm just not sure which one you were looking at, because we've got a few over here. Jasmine's not just locked up. But like we were saying earlier, Jasmine, that's why we designed the masks the way we do. That's why they're made out of silicone, and the type of silicone that they're made out of is because we want you, as the actor, to be able to have as much expression showing through the mask as possible. We want it to be like that's your face. Saves you time in the makeup chair for the foam latex appliances or silicone appliances that you'd be spending
4 hours. 4 or 5 hours, yeah.
In the makeup chair for something of this nature. And it's an easy on, easy off. We get comments all the time. You're like, oh my god, that must have taken you forever to get on. It's like, no, when we take the mask off, and people are like, one of my favorites, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, Vengeance definitely has a very Doom feel to him. Andy Lambert, he did that design, and yeah, again, thank you, Andy. You gave us a really solid design.
Yeah, he joined in on the live stream. I think it was yesterday. We're showing off some more of his stuff. And like, he's a great guy. We're really thrilled that the design went over well with him when we translated it into silicone, and he's been sharing the hell out of it. So we definitely appreciate that too.
Very Pan's Labyrinth, digging the design.
Okay,
thank you, Justin. Yeah, no, I can see that as well.
I see that for sure. Gotta contact Guillermo del Toro real quick and be like, hey, we got a new design for you.
All right, guys. What else? Got any other masks that you want us to throw on?
No, just to rehash, you guys, we are doing a sale this week during Fansworld in lieu of Transworld. It's really weird because it is Thursday. Normally the show would have been open by now, so it's a little bit bittersweet not being in St. Louis, but we're trying to bring all the fun and good stuff to you. Just to rehash real quick on what the sale is, we are doing $100 off our full masks, as well as the gloves, $50 off any of our silicone hoods, or deformed hood, our hero hood, the skull hoods, the Venetians, and such like that. We're also doing free domestic shipping, you guys. Free domestic shipping, anything in the continental United States. If you're international, shoot us an email or give us a call. We'll be in touch with you. We'll see what we can do about that. If you buy a licensed item, so anything for Universal or Game of Thrones, we can't give you a discount on those items per our license agreement. However, we will be giving you a $100 credit towards a CFX item. So for instance, if you would like Frankenstein, but you want to complete the costume with the gloves are our natural human gloves, so we'll give you a $100 credit towards those gloves if you buy the Frankenstein mask, and then another $100 off those gloves for the sale. So we're going to make it worthwhile for you guys. Alright, so this is Buckshot.
Wow, I put my first one on crooked.
Put it on sideways.
I put it on crooked.
What?
I messed up.
What?
Yeah, it's just sideways out there.
You can see that this tongue's got too close to my face. We're social distancing! Social distancing!
Yeah.
It's gross. It's so gross.
Don't make me put clown masks on, guys.
Why are you doing this? I mean, he does this in every mask he puts on.
But yeah, there you go. Buckshot.
That tongue jiggle wiggle. Yeah. You make people touch your tongue, maybe not right now. That's, I don't know, that might be a little far. Guys, we hate our job, as you can tell. It's no fun to work here.
Yeah, this sucks. I just want to go home.
I just want to sit here and drink my coffee and not do any work.
I don't want to sit here and have boxes and boxes of silicone masks to be able to pull and play with.
No, this just sucks. No, honestly, you guys, we're very thankful to work for a company like CFX that allows us to do this, allows us to bring all this fun stuff to you guys. So if you have any other questions, we're here for you guys for at least the next 10 minutes-ish. Can't wait to get into some guts at the 2 o'clock hour.
Yeah, so let's see here.
Trying to learn to move on.
Just basically talking about how good the masks are, that people in the queue lines can't even tell it's a mask.
Absolutely.
We'd love to see your versions of clown masks. William, we did a 4 o'clock segment on Monday that was all clowns. My days may be off.
No, I think you're correct.
Okay.
Maybe it was 2 o'clock. It was 2 o'clock on Monday.
But we did an entire segment. We pulled out all the
Yes.
clown masks. I can grab specific ones for you right now. Obviously, for me to set them all back up again might be a little bit of a challenge.
We'll see what we can do.
I'll try and find some more for you, though.
Absolutely.
But if there's one you see on the shelf right now you want me to grab it, let me know. I'll grab that one and do it. We have kind of the imp over there, which you guys have seen the imp.
Yeah.
Buckshot, which I just put on right now. Tabby can put Tessa on. But yeah, okay. Let's see here. Jeremy says, love the imp with the clown paint.
Yeah.
The imp is just
He
such
looks
a
amazing,
versatile mask. What gloves would we recommend for gluttony?
For gluttony, ooh.
We just had all those gloves sitting out, so I can't even
That's
look
a
at
good
them right now.
question. We don't really have anything that's like wrinkly, kind of quite like that. And to do that kind of build up on that mask, honestly, probably the Boogeyman gloves, because they do have kind of a weird ripple to them. So similar to how Boogeyman's got this kind of weird, like twisting, warping. That's probably the closest you would get for gloves for gluttony. So take a gander at those. Those are on the website, so you're looking for Boogeyman gloves. They have really cool long fingers that are kind of creepy, and I think might work really good for that. I'd like to see that. That would be cool.
Again, not a problem, Jasmine. Happy to do this stuff for you guys.
Yes, that's why we're here for you guys. We know that you guys can't come and see us at the trade show, which we're missing all the social interaction, but I think this is safer in that regard. But we are missing you guys, and so we are here to try these masks on for you. We're doing our darndest to make sure we keep up with the influx of questions and try-ons, but we're doing this for you guys.
Jason wants a mask of Ken. Why would you want a mask of Ken?
Ken doesn't want a mask of Ken. And I don't think his girlfriend even wants a mask of Ken, because that would be weird.
Although we should go through the realistics and just hair one up one day.
Right. I mean, Jerry's done that
Ken,
for George,
Ken,
so.
don't watch this feed.
Don't watch it.
Yeah, don't be watching. Okay.
Where would he be? I didn't even know.
I'd have to look at him real quick.
Oh my god, he would hate us so much.
Jasmine says, which one is Gluttony? Gluttony's off the shelf right now, but he was kind of the one. He looked a little bit like the larva, like the glowworm right there, but he had a little bit more of a defined face and mouth.
He had really, really gnarly, needly teeth. He was the one who had that big old blood drip down the front.
I'll try and grab one in a second. I know I put a few of them away earlier this morning.
He just likes all like weird, gross, and grubby. That's my interpretation.
Can the mask be used with a beard?
Josh, why don't you come up
Jeremy,
and answer that question?
I don't really have an impressive beard right now because it's all trimmed down for this show. But yeah, no, we do facial hair. Every guy in the shop here has facial hair.
Yes.
If it's a big beard,
Yes.
you may, it'll present some challenges with mouth movement and stuff like that. The mask will go on,
Yes.
but you won't get real smooth movement out of it.
Quite the same movement out of the mask with the beard, because the beard, while it won't necessarily hinder you putting on the mask, it prevents the mask from sticking to your face, and that's what makes the silicone move as well as it does, is when it does stick to your face. So it's fun when Josh pulls off a mask and he's got a little bit more of his bigger beard on there, and people are like, oh my god, but they do fit, they can work, but they may not move as beautifully as you would like them to.
Yeah. No. Whenever I'm going to be, if I'm wearing a mask for a show or for an event where I know that people are judging my look, yeah, I'll trim my beard down. And so obviously at the beginning of the week this week, I trimmed everything off.
I did too. I trimmed mine down.
I made Tabby do a trim too. Yeah.
Down bare skin.
She's just down to peach fuzz right now. So. All right. Let's see here, William. Thank you so much. Not a problem. Let's see. It gets very hot. Your beard will be covered in sweat along with the rest of the face. Yeah, you do sweat in these masks, you guys. It's not like an unbearable thing, but you do sweat in them. The sweat actually helps hold the mask to your face. That's that adhesion that we were talking about a little bit, that when you have facial hair, it doesn't always help that. Let's see here. Cameron says, hey guys. Can you do boogeyman gloves with no eyes, or are they sculpted into the mold? Yeah, no, we can do it without eyes.
Without the eyes. The eyes are just a very popular feature, but we can absolutely do them without the eyes and the palms.
Let's see, Jasmine has super long hair. What can she do? Low ponytail.
Longer than mine, I imagine. I actually just got mine cut. Mine was about 6 inches longer. Frankly, what I do is I put my hair in a braid, especially if it's a lot longer. Right now, I can do a ponytail because there's not a whole bunch of extra hair. But I did a really tight braid right down the back of my head. French braid can work, usually the best. That way it's really tightly knitted to the back of your head. If you're comfortable with wearing wig caps, you can also do the 2 braids and pin them to the top and put a wig cap on and then put the mask on. Personally, I don't like to. I'm familiar with wig caps. I just don't like the way that it fits on my head. But one long braid down the back or one long ponytail down the back shouldn't be a problem for you.
Let's see, can you put on the Mardi Gras Imp Clown? Yeah, I'll do that for you. Just give me 1 second.
Right before we end our live stream for this hour.
Yep, plus if you need to use a head sock, it looks like that's just some conversation going back and forth in the comments. Could you try the Flesh Imp on at the bottom with the neon paint? All right, well, so I got the Mardi Gras Imp and then I got the Flesh Imp. I'll do them both.
Oh, both?
Yep.
Double trouble!
Bonuses!
Oh, wow, so we're gonna see how fast we can get these masks on and off. I don't know if I should time it. Should I time it? I might time it.
Hit the pressure on me, jeez. All
I
right,
might
it's off.
time it. All
Got
right.
it, that fast. Okay, we're gonna do Mardi Gras Imp first.
There we go.
Ah! Get my ears back on.
I love the imp because just, yeah, those ears are just all over the place. And not a problem, Jasmine. That's what we're here for, like I said, man. We got you, girl. That's one of Josh's favorite things to do in the imp mask is pull those ears out. It's also it's a really fun thing to do with kids. The imp is a mask that can be really scary, but also is a really good way to approach kids or children if you're at an event with kids.
Friendly events.
Yeah, family-friendly events. If you're there just kind of doing meet and greets for your haunts or cosplay, whatever it is that you guys are doing. Josh likes to have the kids come up and be like, oh no, here, like feel this, and like pull on the ear and all that kind of stuff. So.
And then I scare them out.
And then you scare them a little bit. You know, you got to get a little bit of the scare in there, right? Right. All right, so here's that Flesh Imp with that crazy neon face paint. Same thing, moves the exact same way. And on this one, Josh probably wouldn't even need to put any makeup around. Oh, this one you might need to put makeup around your eyes just a little bit because there's the green right there. But other than that. But yeah, there we go, you guys.
Ah!
Whoa, 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 what is that?
I've got my props now.
What is that?
Ah!
What?
So we do other stuff.
Yeah,
I make other stuff.
yeah. Okay, well tell us about it then.
Anthony makes some other stuff.
Well, tell us about it
All right,
then.
so this was a prop that we were starting to make last year. We kind of put it on hold. But yeah, we just wanted to give some stuff, some accessories. So if you were like a voodoo, if you were a Clarence in Voodoo Paint Job,
And you
give me
needed
something to have.
you needed something to threaten somebody with.
I just wanted to throw this on the video stream just to shock things and change it up. Ah.
So yeah, while we are CFX, fatality, Austin says, abso-fucking-lutely, dude.
So yeah, as composite effects, composite means, you know,
Multiple things,
multiple
materials.
things. We do a whole lot.
All right.
So yeah, while we specialize in the silicone mask and gloves, we are a full-service prop shop. So we do the body parts and the guts, as a lot of you guys know. We sell those a lot for escape rooms, believe it or not. And the guts behind me are a good prop for the silicone masks and stuff like that. But yeah, we're a full-service prop shop. We can do a lot of different things. We can do CNC work. We can do custom sculpt work. We can do resin work. And all of that stuff. So don't bring them in here yet. We're going to talk about them next hour.
I'm just getting the set ready.
Okay, this is a teaser for the 2 o'clock hour, you guys. It is about 12:50 our time, so I think we're about to cut the feed. We'll answer any more questions that may be popping up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in at the noon hour. We went over some UV stuff. We went over a few masks you guys haven't seen yet. Talked briefly about some of the other props we do, and we're going to get you rearing and ready to go for the 2 o'clock hour with our guts.
And then one last thing, let's see here. I'll try and bring out some more prop stuff, obviously. Bo, let's see the bloody unnamed vamp. You guys did awesome with that one. I will have him down, and I'll put him on for you on
Yeah,
the...
he's updates.
Yeah, on the next
Michelle,
session.
I think on the 2 o'clock hour, we're going to go over his name. So we're going to put all the names that you guys, all the suggestions that you guys came up with, probably into a hat, do a little shuffle, and pull one of those guys out, and we'll see what comes out.
So I'll put on my list. I got a bloody vampire to try on for you guys. I see Cthulhu there. No, we did not pick Cthulhu on, but I will pick Cthulhu on in the next hour for you, David.
We'll pull some try-ons, the ones that you guys are requesting.
And the orange painted clown imp. Yeah, I'll put him on as well in the next hour. I just wore 2 imp masks, and it's literally the same exact mask. But I will put him on as well just to show you him in motion as well. But we'll do him on the 2 o'clock hour. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Absolutely, you guys. So until the 2 o'clock hour, you guys have been fantastic. I'll see you then. Disco dance party. YMCA by myself over here in the fog, you guys. Alrighty, howdy, howdy, ho there. I'm just trying to create new ways to say hello because it's always different every time.
Take your time. Everyone's a little bit late coming back from lunch.
Jeez. Hope you guys are full.
They're
I'm
filtering in.
Hungry. Hello, everybody.
We skipped lunch today, guys. Send us some food.
That's right, no, because I got my lunch right in front of me. I'm gonna snack on some of this, a little bit of that. How we doing out there, everybody?
We got about 13 viewers right now.
Cool. Lucky 13, that's my favorite number.
Yeah.
That's a good number.
Climbing fast.
Keep it climbing, keep it climbing, keep it climbing. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us again for Fansworld here at CFX. We are bringing Transworld to you guys. I'm just gonna chat a little bit as we get some more people watching here. I'll get into what our sale entails and what we're going to get into in this hour. So once again, thank you so much. We are trying to bring the trade show to you since Transworld did get postponed. We're all very sad. Normally, it's Thursday. We'd be on the show for about, a third of the way into the day. Definitely missing all your smiling faces, but we are here with our smiling faces showing you guys what we've got going on here. We are doing a sale this week, all week long until Friday. We are doing $100 off our full masks and gloves, $50 off those half masks, the hood style masks, sometimes the half mask from the neck up, the deformed hoods, the hero hoods, the skull hoods, the Venetians, and all those kind of masks. We're doing free shipping, free domestic shipping, you guys. So if you guys are within the continental United States down there in Hawaii, we'll definitely be able to work that out for you. If you're international, like Canada or Mexico or anywhere else, shoot us an email, give us a call. We'll be in touch with you about what we can do for you there. Also, we're doing licensed stuff. We can't do discounts, but we'll give you a $100 credit towards a non-licensed item. So if you're looking at that They Live mask, but you need the gloves to match, we'll give you a $100 credit towards the gloves, in addition to the $100 off you're already getting for the sale. And a whole bunch of swag. But you're also, if you're looking for guts, which we're covering this hour, if you're looking for the small intestines, we're doing a buy 4 pounds, get a pound for free. Talk to Jonathan about that one. Here's a lovely mound of guts for you to peruse. That's definitely more than 4 pounds, but just for an example. All right, guys, how are we doing out there? We've got quite a few more viewers going around over there.
Dinko says, "Heyo."
Hi, Dinko. We are going to be doing a Q&A a little bit later this hour as well. But in addition to guts, which we're going to go over, we have our wonderful paint manager, Jenn, over there. She's going to be doing a little bit of live painting as we go over this this hour. She's actually painting all those imp circles on another Empress, Nadia. So you've seen her up on the shelf. I don't think, oh yeah, she's there up on the top shelf over there. So we're basically doing another version of her. So we're going to show you how Jenn does all those circles by hand. Drives her a little bit crazy. She's seeing circles, obviously. We did a game where we asked you guys to count how many full circles were on the back of the imp. I was blown away because Jenn A had to paint them and then I had to go and count them, so I was seeing circles at that point. But yeah, we're going to get into that in a little bit.
And super rare. We don't do paint demos online. This is like a rare special occasion right now.
So if you guys like this, maybe we'll be able to do it a few more times because we are looking to do more live streams for you guys. Obviously, this went over really well with all of y'all. We love being here for you guys. I want to show you some more stuff about what's going on in the shop. So maybe once a month we'll get into some live streams. Maybe Jen will paint a few more masks for us and all that good stuff. Are there any questions before we get into some guts?
John says, "Oh, I need guts," and Simone says, "We got a lot of guts here."
Yes, you're right, Simone. Thank you. I don't even have to do my job. Simone's doing it for me.
Yeah.
Thanks. But yes, we have a plethora of guts. So we're going to kind of get right into it, I think. What you see before me is a skeleton, a Bucky skeleton full of the chest innards. That is something that we do offer for you guys here at CFX. We have a full torso of guts and more. So as you can see, we do have an arm right here. We've got a nice leg, bone in, as I like to say, and all that stuff. So we're just going to get into this a little bit. Depending on what you're looking for, if you do escape rooms or if you do a little bit more of a high detailed or interactive haunted house experience, our guts are what you're looking for.
Your face is.
I'm sorry?
It's not. Your face is not.
Your guts are what you're looking for. So we also have our Mr. Chang skull right here, who we do sell. He is a resin skull. In Mr. Chang right here, we do have our tongue. So we do have this really awesome, really gross, squishy, stretchy tongue. Those are for sale. We also
Let's get a closer look at that tongue.
Sure.
Squeeze it.
Yeah.
Super squishy.
Yeah, super soft arometer right there, you guys.
Yeah.
So it's definitely more realistic and more lifelike. That's the underside where you got ripped out of your mouth. So that weird thing that connects your tongue to your actual mouth that got ripped off. I can't remember the technical term for that because I am not.
I'm sure someone will correct us on
Somebody
here.
will know. They'll be like, "Oh, it's this."
Yep.
But yeah, so
David
that's the
used some
tongue right
small
there.
intestines and the sil-gib heart for their neighborhood haunt last year.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Yep. So
Awesome.
we're back again. Oh, if I don't drop the camera.
Jeez.
But yeah.
Also in that skull right there, we have some of our eyes. We do eyes as well. These happen to be hazel, if you can get on in there. But we do different colors. We can do brown eyes, we can do green eyes, we can do blue eyes. And they do come with their little synapses and the tendrils right there. The rest of the gut parts of the eyes.
So Simone, yeah, all the props are made out of the silicone, just like the masks. Some of them are actually made out of a softer material, so they're actually softer than some of the masks. But they are very realistic to the touch. Yeah, when you grab that tongue, you think you're grabbing someone's tongue.
It's gross. It's awesome. Sticking with some of the upper body parts, we do have ears. Obviously, like they've been completely cut off or ripped off of your face. Kind of thing right there. So, since we've got the arm right in front of us, we do sell arms and different kinds of body parts in that regard. So if you're looking for a very realistic arm as a prop that you're looking to have, we have that. Like I said, they are bone in, so these are resin bones to give it more of a realistic effect there.
So you have the soft, squishy silicone with a hard bone insert. Makes it feel just like a regular human arm.
Absolutely, and it's got a good weight to it. We wanted to make it realistic, and as you can see, Jen and the amazing paint team are fantastic when it comes to getting that realistic skin texture. In addition to all that vein work, all the way down to where the nails are and how the nails are even unfinished. We can paint the nails if you want nail polish. We can do that as well. And that's just the palm right there. Wow, that's a good. Everybody, round of applause right there. Round of applause right there. Speaking of hearts, because I know we just talked about hearts, we do hearts. The heart is a decent weight. It's very realistic. We make sure we sculpted it and painted it to be as realistic as possible. So you got all the ventricles.
Let's get a little closer look on that.
Yeah.
Here, 1 second. Here, let me see if I can get my tripod in there a little bit closer for you guys. Falling apart.
Falling apart here, guys.
There we
Falling apart. There we go. So yeah, you can see here. I'll bring the other one out here too. So just a little bit more heavy veining on this guy, a little bit lighter paint up here. But we have all the different ventricles, all the different tubes.
You guys can use fake blood on these props. It washes right off.
Absolutely.
Just about any fake blood that you want to use on it will not stick to it.
Except for permablood. Don't use permablood.
Yeah, permablood tends to bond with it pretty well. But yeah, any of the other fake bloods, stage bloods, feel free to use it on these props. Throw them in the sink, wash them off, you'll be good to go.
Absolutely. Moving on up a little, excuse me you guys, all this fog is really getting to me. Moving on up, I'm going to show you a little bit more about our torso. So we do sell a full torso of guts. We've got some lungs in here. These are obviously diseased. This is what happens when you stand in too much fog. Is the joke I usually make at Transworld. Or if you're vaping too hard on that vape pen, you clowns, just saying. All of our torso of guts will fit into a Bucky skeleton, so if you need something like that for your haunt or your escape room, this is the perfect fit. The one thing we are missing right now, I believe, is the stomach. We also do have a stomach. We just didn't get to pull those out in time right before the show for Transworld and for Fansworld, all the worlds. But we do have stomachs, which are quite fantastic. We also have a spleen as well as a pancreas. This is not the other thing that you guys are all thinking it is. Everybody always thinks it's something else. It's
That's your pancreas.
Not. It's the pancreas.
The other one's your spleen.
And you got the spleen. And then we also have kidneys, and not only just one kidney, but two kidneys, because they come in a pair if you're healthy, hopefully.
So not only do we need to know how to do masks and Halloween stuff here at CFX, we also have to know anatomy and what body parts are what.
Absolutely. And these are obviously realistic enough that if you are a school teacher for whatever reason, we have had school teachers or people who are doing demonstrations of the internal organs compliment us on the realistic quality of these internal body parts.
They are great for simulations. If you're doing
Yes.
any kind of medical simulation or anything like that, our body parts are perfect for that.
Absolutely. And all these body parts, as you can see right here, these lungs are a little bit diseased. The rest of these are a little bit more fresh, like they've just been harvested. We can do the body parts and the intestines and all the innards right here in a healthy variant or a diseased variant, or even a like toxified glow-in-the-dark variant, which you've seen a little bit of. So also in here, we have our small intestine. So this is about a pound-ish of the small intestines right here, which does connect to the large intestine right here. So this is your large intestine.
We should have got the slime out and made all this stuff slimy for everyone. Because on camera it looks great when you're just flopping it all around like
Flopping it all around like this. Yeah, so this is the large intestine with the sphincter end right there, obviously heading down towards your bowels and all of that good stuff. But moving back up to the top of the body, we have
John, we have no idea why anyone would decide to be a teacher. They don't pay teachers nearly enough.
They don't.
It's not a knock on teachers.
But,
it's just,
we thank you for your service.
Yeah.
100%.
Those are buy 4, get 1 free for the small. Yes, the small intestines are buy 4 pounds, get 1 pound free.
Absolutely.
We throw it on our handy dandy scale over there and weigh it out for you, and we go from there.
Absolutely. So we also have our brains. We have 2 different variety of brains, as a matter of fact. This one is our gel filled, so it's silicone gel filled, which gives it that really squishy, lifelike texture and feel to it. So if you do something where you want people to weigh out the brains, or you want a more realistic texture to it or feel to it, the gel filled is the way to go. We also have a foam filled, so it's not as squishy. I don't think I have any out right now for you. So it's not as squishy. It's a little bit more firm, but you still do get a little bit of that squish right there. And speaking of brains, like I was talking about, we can do radioactive. Actually, okay, so this is the foam filled one right here. You can see how much more I can squish this versus this. The exterior are both silicone. This is just filled with foam versus filled with silicone gel. So we can do radioactive, and this does glow in the dark, or excuse me, glow under UV lights. So if you have a UV room, we're going to black light, Jen. Prepping it. All right, there we go. Rocking and rolling and all that good stuff. All right, we're bringing it back. So we have 2 different variations of the brains for you guys. Prices do vary depending on what you're looking at. If you guys have any questions on pricing, it is listed on the website. I do not believe right now we're doing any discounts on our sil-gib line or the rest of our silicone gut line. We may be doing free shipping, that may apply, but feel free to reach out to Jonathan if you have any questions. We're still trying to get all the stuff on the website to reflect accurate pricing. But we are doing the buy 4 pounds, get 1 pound for free of our wonderful small intestines.
Aiden wants to know, are the small guts the same size, and if so, how long are they?
They are not all the same size. Some of the lengths vary. That's why we do it by weight. For example, I was going to show you some toes, but let's get into the length bits real quick. So here's an example of, I think this was like about that 1 pound that I was showing you. That's about
3 feet.
It's about 3 feet, right there. And then we also have longer strand. Let me see if I can find a much longer strand over here for you. Oh, that's the same 1 pound. All right, here we go. Here's a little bit of a longer one right here. This is probably about 2 pounds, and this is 7 feet.
So yeah, they range anywhere from about a foot in length. We do have some really short versions, but the average size is about 3 to 4 feet long.
Absolutely. If you have a request for a certain length, we may be able to make that happen. So if you need something that's a little bit longer than like the 3 feet, or you need the 7 feet, just let us know. We can make that happen. Also, don't get the guts in your hair because they pull out. Don't recommend. Don't do that.
Stick to your hair.
They do stick to your hair. I have a lot of customers who have used the guts as a gag in their like roaming characters or their queue line characters. I've heard people who have like used them as belts and like dragged the bits behind them. So, and just because these are made out of silicone, the same material as our masks, the care is the same. You can pop these guys in a little sink of water or a bucket of water, a little bit of Dawn dish soap. Dredge these guys out, make sure the water's clear, and leave them to dry. You're good to go.
If they are too long, yeah, you can cut them. It will leave a little bit of a raw end on it, but you can just, if you're using fake blood or anything like that, it'll cover that raw end right up.
For an example, here's a little bit of a sharp raw end that we had on one of ours that we ended up just sealing with some of the blood on there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Something else that we had produced for a little while that we still have a few of that we are always looking to sell are foam mallet heads.
Weapon heads.
Weapon heads.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer heads, if you want to be specific. But yeah, so if you have any of the foam props and you've damaged to all hell the head on those guys, we also sell sledgehammer heads. So you can slide onto that wood stick or that PVC stick or whatever kind of stick you may be using for your weaponry and secure that bad boy on there and you're good to go. You're supposed to say ow.
It missed me though.
Oh! And a few more fun little tidbits, you guys. We do sell individual fingers and toes. So these happen to be some rotten toes. Obviously, they've been expired. They've been out way too long. They're not minding quarantine. So they've got really awesome old blood little...
Get a little bit closer with this.
There
you go. But yeah, there's 1 foot of toes.
1 foot of toes. Something that we don't have...
You show them fingers too?
I will show them fingers, but before I get into that here, I'm going to go grab those fingers.
Here, we're going to slide over to this. We're going to slide over here.
So here's a handful of fingers. Too many fingers in one shot. All the fingers in one shot. Which ones are real? Which ones are real? We can also do fun finger, eyeball, earring, tongue necklaces. So if you're looking for like a souvenir necklace, like if you're a cannibal kind of guy, or a serial killer, or a backwoods hillbilly, we can do like string of twine with all these like finger bits and ears, kind of finger souvenirs. So we do that. It's a lot of fun. I think there's a few pictures of those floating around our Instagram. So if you're looking for something like that, we can do that too. Here's some of our UV intestines. So similar to that brain, these are black light reactive, and they do glow quite vibrantly, as some of you guys saw on our last live streams that we were doing.
So introduce us to Jen.
All right, guys. So I'm going to pan over this way. And this is Jen. She is our fantastic paint room manager. She's been with the company for how long now? How many years? 6. 6? Yeah.
I've seen probably a lot of you guys at Transworld. I'm usually at the shows. I missed out on last year, but I'm here with you guys virtually this year.
Yeah. If she's not at Transworld, then she's usually the crew, part of the crew who comes with us to San Diego Comic-Con. She is a wealth of knowledge. She is a fantastic painter and a really awesome friend. And she does aerial work, in case you wanted to know a fun little tidbit.
Yeah, look at that
about her.
buffness right there.
And
she will break you.
And she has collected all of the Dragon Balls, in case you were wondering.
Oh, yeah.
So, Jen, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing over here and how the paint works?
Okay, so I'm just doing a live demo of painting this Nadia for you guys. We had a genius idea this year to make her in our standard imp pattern. So as you guys know, the imp is our mascot character, and so he needed a female counterpart. As Tab has mentioned, I do all of these circles by hand. How many circles did I do on those 4?
Oh my gosh, on that
293
at least.
Yeah.
It was something on that. So
Right.
between the two sets of gloves and both masks, there were over 250 circles.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I'm doing more for you. Appreciate them, I hope.
And Jake's asked, "Is that an N95 mask?" You know we're nothing but safe over here. Jen got to wear. She's painting, so she's got her mask on right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see here.
I just finished up the vein work, the capillaries, the shading on her, and so my next step is the circles. I'll be here for a while.
We go over a little bit of the shading that you did, just in case people don't know what they're looking for.
It's kind of dark back here. I don't know if you guys can see. But
Yeah, we did pull Jen out of her brightly lit paint room just so she could come back here for you guys.
I'm used to having lights everywhere. Yeah, so this is
More
a
lights.
challenge in the shadow. But I kind of did some veins and capillaries. The veins usually run on the temple, and then down here by the jaw, capillaries are the same. Shaded in her ears and her ear tips,
Very
and
nice.
her eyes, her lips.
The eyes all around the eyelids there, so it
Yeah.
blends in nicely.
And I'll go back in and kind of deepen that shading with some darker colors as I continue to use more colors. And I'll just layer them on her until she's done to my liking. Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to swing back over to Jen in just a few more minutes here. Let her get the next stage going.
All right, and Jonah, if you're tuning in with us right now, we heard your request. We're here to answer your prayers. We have pulled out as many realistic humans as we have in the shop right now. We popped them up on the shelf there. We don't usually have a whole lot in the shop because, well, we did for a hot minute, and then we got a really big order basically taking all of the ones. And so right now, we just haven't had the time to replenish our natural humans. So
We sold 2 of every one of our realistic
Yes,
masks.
absolutely. Right before December. So we were just been focusing on Transworld, and Transworld doesn't usually need a whole lot of the realistic natural humans, so we don't usually bump a whole lot out for that show. But we happen to have these guys, so we definitely wanted to show them off to you. They're on this middle row and this lower row. Some of them you saw in our last live feed, but we want to make sure we busted them all out here for you guys. So off here to the far left.
Alan says, "What's up, guys?"
What's up, Alan? How you doing, man?
Steven says, "Very nice." We're trying to give you guys some entertainment over here.
Right, we know you guys are more than likely not at work right now, or kind of in the middle of travel plans, trying to figure out what to do with your week since you requested off of work for Transworld. So that's why we're trying to bring you guys entertainment, trying to bring Transworld to you. It's all about Fansworld here at Composite FX all week long, especially while we're doing our sale. So I'm gonna pop. Oh, we got some questions.
And again, just to kind of mention, we're going to come back to Jen in just a few more minutes here. We're going to do her in stages. There is some proprietary things that we do that we're not going to show you on a live stream right now. If you ever come to the shop, you might get a chance to see it, but we're not going to do it on the live stream. But yeah, we'll come back to Jen and we'll do more paint stuff just to let you guys know. But we do know that we had these realistic masks that we had to kind of knock out for a few of you guys that were looking for.
Absolutely. You got some more questions?
No, that was basically it. John's still working. John still has a job.
Yep.
Steven's at work.
right.
A lot of us are still at work. We're out here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Movie theaters are shut down and dine-in restaurants are kind of shut down, but everything else is still kind of business as usual. When Tabby and I were coming into work this morning, traffic was just slightly lighter than normal, but there was still a lot of people out and about. So we haven't seen the big effects just yet.
Yeah, we know that it's out there. We're all being mindful. We're all making sure that everything's being clean. We're trying to keep social distancing a little bit, except when Josh tries to limp with the masks, but that's a different story. That's nothing new in my world. But yeah, we are trying to do our best to keep you guys entertained while some of you guys are still at work or while you guys are at home. So thank you guys again so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Also, we would love if you would share these live stream videos. We would love to get more eyes on this. Share with your friends, especially if you know that they're stuck at home or if they're bored at work. I'm not going to judge. As long as you guys get to watch our videos, that's what matters.
Jeff, you can purchase directly from the website, compositefx.com or cfxmasks.com. We do have one authorized reseller, and that's the Horror Dome, but do not approach them for this sale. We are the only ones offering the sale on this one. Tabby, real quickly, just go over the
Of course.
bullet points of the discount real quick.
All right, guys. So all week long we're having this sale. You're getting $100 off our full masks and gloves, $50 off those hood masks, so the deformed hoods, the skull hoods, the hero hoods, and the like. You're also getting free domestic shipping, you guys. So if you're in the continental United States, you're going to get free domestic shipping. There is a code for that, but if you don't put in the code, we'll see what we can do. Make sure we get that taken care of for you. It looks like you have a...
Well, I was going to say, and also this was a kind of a spur-of-the-moment sale. So if for some reason our website doesn't behave, and our website never behaves, just so you know.
It's just like the imp is responsible for it or something.
Yeah, if for some reason it's not showing the discounts, give us a call or shoot us an email. And Tabby or Jonathan will take care of it for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, some of the things may have to be applied retroactively, but a human reviews every order that comes in. It's not a bot. We don't just be like, okay, cool order, send that stuff out. No, myself or Jonathan review every order, so if we notice something that's a little discrepancy, you're not getting that discount you were supposed to get, we'll make sure we get that applied, we'll be in contact with you, and any refunds, we'll make sure we get those out to you as well.
So Fort Lauderdale, Florida, they're just doing road construction out in Fort Lauderdale.
Right.
You know what? That's good though, because they need it in Fort Lauderdale.
It was bad out there.
Yeah.
God, you guys, we went down to Orlando and it was a hot mess. Just
Let's
like
see here.
California, but what's new?
For Tyler, sucks for me because I'm at work in a building with over 500 people at once, and they won't close us.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Put a mask on, man. Wear gloves. Wash your hands.
Wear that whole
So-
face shield and everything. Just show up in a hazmat suit, and then we'll see what
Yeah, there
happens.
you go. Let's see here. Movie theater shut down in Kentucky. Yeah. Realistically, guys, this is all going to probably blow over in a couple of weeks, and we'll be laughing about it. So,
I mean, as long, you know,
yeah. Try not to dwell on it too much.
Yeah, try not to dwell on it too much. Like, be mindful, but also, you know, be aware that, you know, we're all still human. You know, we all have wants and needs to be able to be social animals. So I get that. Most of us, some of us are introverts, and I'm totally okay with that.
And we are going to be moving all these videos to our YouTube channel,
Yes.
as well as this has spurred us to, it's inspired us to do more. So now that I have the studio kind of set up, we can film whenever we want.
Absolutely. So like we were saying earlier, we're definitely going to try to do live streams at least once a month, maybe a little bit more frequently if you guys are really wanting that. But you know, just maybe like a monthly recap on what we've been doing here at CFX, what's coming up next, any fun stuff we've been doing, maybe more paint demos, you know, that kind of stuff. So if you guys are into that, we'll make that happen.
All right, let's do some realistics.
All right.
Jonah, where are you? What do you want to see first? I know you had said some male fit masks on a female, so I'm going to leave Tabby out there on the screen. And yep, and you get to do some masks. So while we're waiting, why don't you go ahead and do you want to throw on like, what do we have? Is that flesh colored Marius, or is that an Arnold down there,
That's a Mac. And
or a Mac? Sorry, Mac the guy.
So try me spots so I can take my hair down, maybe talk about some of the
All right.
masks over there. Because I got all pretty for you guys today, not thinking I needed to put any masks on, but I'm special and I need to not do that.
So not all these are the realistic humans, but they are everything that we had in flesh tones and everything else like that. We're going to start all the way over here. Can you see me on that camera?
Yeah.
All right. We have Clarence in a standard paint job. We have Clarence in his voodoo paint job. This is Scratch the Goblin, which is the same as it's the base for our Jeepers Creepers mask that you had seen a little bit earlier. We don't do him in flesh too often.
So we
but
thought
did
that
him
was
in
gonna be
flesh.
fun.
He's weirding everybody in the shop out. Jack the Ripper.
Roxy.
Sorry, I'm just slow right now. Marius in a flesh tone.
You saw him as that dark elf earlier. You
Yep,
guys.
the dark gray with the white hair that's on it. We have Hugo the Mutant, which is definitely not a realistic human, but we're in the same category. We have our Smooth version 2 mask, which you guys saw earlier with all the veining, the UV veining. We have a Fat Nick. We have Brain Games in flesh. We have a Codger. And we have Mac the guy. And then we have a Haggis also in flesh.
So Jonah, to answer your question, that is a Mac on the bottom next to Haggis. And I will try that on for you. And yes, that is Clarence on the right. So that's the voodoo paint job, which we featured on the noon hour. And then to the other side of him is him in more of an African light coloring variant. So we can do them in the darker African skin tone or a lighter African skin tone as well. All right, I actually don't think I've ever put
You haven't?
any of these these males on before. All right, so you see the size of my face, you see my noggin. I'm just doing that low ponytail in the back. I could probably do it a little bit higher and I might have this mask sit a little bit better, but then I'm gonna have this weird bulb back here. So I'm gonna try it with my low ponytail first. We're gonna see what this looks like. All right, and as I say to everybody at the shows, dive.
All right, while she's putting that on, I'm going to try and hit some of your guys' questions real quick. Let's see here. So when does the sale end? We're looking at ending this sale on Friday, guys. So tomorrow, end of the day tomorrow. We've had it going all week. We are selling quite a few masks right now. But yeah. So yeah, there's Tabby right now. I think it looks pretty good.
It's a little big, so if I do like this.
Bam, yeah, I can see right there that it instantly
Yeah. And then,
sat down on your face a lot better.
and then for me, I mean, my jaw is doing okay on this one, but sometimes like it's a little bit farther out, so I don't quite fit it.
So
but I think if I had a beanie, it would probably be fine.
Yeah. So Aiden, to answer your question, are you going to be a part of the virtual Transworld show that they're putting together? We are, but we don't know how long it's going to take them to get that up and running. And so our sale will not apply to the Transworld virtual show. It's only applying to our show right now, our internal
We are
one.
trying to figure out what other kind of discount we can offer for the Transworld one. We didn't really expect them to. This probably sounds funny.
It's awesome watching the guy talk in the girl voice.
No, never done it before. All right, I gotta go get my own pictures of this. All right, guys, let me get out of this dude.
Matthew, yeah, today would have been the first day of Transworld. We would have all been on the trade show floor right now. Tabby and I would have already been starving, going, when's lunch?
I'm already starving. What are you talking about?
That's all she's been bugging me about. Like, as soon as this stream's over, I have to go take her to go get food. She might waste away. Let's see here. Let's see here. If you're out of stock, how long is the wait for a resupply?
It really depends on what mask and if you're just getting a standard option or if you're doing a lot of alterations. Right now, I think our turnaround time for most production pieces is about 6 weeks.
So a lot of our masks we make to order. What you're seeing right now is our Transworld inventory.
So this is all in stock, so we've got it now. Well, I think a few of these have sold already, so they're going to be pulled off the shelf.
But yeah, normally we don't keep. We it's not like we have one of every mask sitting in a box or in a bag somewhere. We make a lot of these masks made to order.
Yep.
That way we can customize them and make sure that everything is as fresh and new as possible for you. The mask that you're seeing, obviously, yeah, we do a large inventory. So we've been pumping masks out since December in order to get ready for the show, because usually we'll sell all these masks at that show. Absolutely. And we don't come home with them. You know, we leave the shop with the masks, we go out to the show, and then we send them on.
Come home so much lighter.
Yeah, we send them out with us. So right now we have a lot of inventory only because that show was canceled. Well, we're going to say postponed for right now. The canceled / postponed.
They're still trying to see if we can reschedule dates for this year, but we'll get to that when we get to
But for us, you guys should really consider that this is our big yearly sale. Yes. Don't be planning that, oh, well, maybe they'll come back when Transworld reschedules. We still got to kind of figure that out just like everybody else.
Depending on when it is during the year, we already are scheduled to go to several other conventions that, as of right now, are still slated to go. So we've got some stuff in mid-June and then July and pretty much throughout the rest of the year. So hopefully we'll be able to make the rescheduled Transworld for this year whenever they announce those dates. But the sale, whatever sale or discounts we offer, will not be as substantial as they are right now.
Yeah, and basically the inventory, we don't keep a large inventory here at the shop. When we get an order, we'll check the box. If it's in there, we'll pull that one and then make a new one to replace it. But most of the time when you call and order a mask from us, the team gets straight to work and we go out there and pour some new silicone for you guys, get all the paint systems out, and go from there. That's how Jen keeps her job over there, by staying busy all the time, and that's how Tabby and I
keep our job by slinging the silicone to you.
Let's see, is that a Mac? You already answered that one. Can Tabby try that one on? She just did. You got to try the clearance on as well.
Oh, what?
Let's see here.
The one or is the regular one?
Probably just do the regular.
I should have taken my hair out.
Yeah, probably just do the regular one.
I don't like my hair in the low ponytail. I don't think I look good, guys.
And Tyler can't put a mask on at his business because he's at a call center. So just keep those hands clean.
Hey,
distance.
Get a bubble.
There you go.
Get a bubble. Have a phone just wired into your bubble. You'll be bubble boy. It'll be perfect. Then social distancing will be working.
Jasmine wants me to put some masks on. I will. Don't worry. I'm letting Tabby get her share of it this time.
I know. I haven't put any masks on today. All right. So I want to do.
Alan loves our live streams. Good.
Thank you, Alan.
We kind of need that encouragement. Yeah, Tabby and I aren't going to just sit there and do.
Fairies, we feed on your applause. So let us know.
Yeah. So if you're liking it, I've already been talking to Ken about doing this a little bit more often. And just kind of leaving the setup ready to go.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt us to leave it.
Yeah, and then Tabby and I can, whenever we get a free chance, can just kind of jump back here and do some stuff for you. And yeah, Jasmine, so no Transworld. Again, Transworld technically has been postponed for right now. If you ask my honest opinion, I don't know if it's going to actually happen this year. But that's just me. That's my personal opinion. But yeah, so it's postponed. No one is at Transworld. We're all sitting in our shops going, "Oh, what do we do?"
Yeah, there was somebody who had posted on one of the haunt groups a picture of him in the lobby at the America Center. He's like, "Where is everybody?"
Yep.
It looked very sad, very naked, without that long line of black jackets and all the noises coming down from that exhibit hall. But,
Hey, Alan, what new zombie? Graveborn? Was like that red guy over there?
Probably, yeah.
I don't have a standard version on the shelf anymore.
All right, I'm gonna put a Voodoo Clarence on this.
So Jonah has an original Mac. She says that the new one looks even better.
Oh, bitchin'. Oh, Clarence fits really good.
I'm saying, yeah, that went right on.
Oh, I got some beer floating around there. I got him an old guy.
Alan, so our size is one size fits most. If your head is not larger than like 25 inches in circumference around the crown, you're gonna fit inside of one of our masks.
Get off my lawn!
You see Tabby right now. Tabby is itty bitty, and she is wearing a standard full size mask right now. All of our masks are made to stretch over your head, so they're made a little bit smaller, and then they kind of are designed to stretch over the bigger heads.
I feel like getting a newspaper.
It actually looks really good on you, Tab.
I'm really surprised.
Let's see here, Jonah. How heavy is Fat Nick? Will that move worse than the smaller masks? Well, we can wait. We can wait, Fat Nick, if Tabby wants to get out of there.
I'm gonna get out of here. Hold on. Should have worn my non-smudge proof lipstick today, guys. Sorry about that.
She was just bragging about how one of her lipsticks.
My lipstick yesterday and on St. Patrick's Day didn't move at all, and then I didn't think about putting masks on today, and I put my cool purple lipstick on. It doesn't stay.
Yeah. So, Stephen, we do IAPA in
Yes.
Orlando every November or December. Is it? And so usually while we're down there, the team usually tries to either come in early or stay a little bit later.
Yep.
And then we hang around and do some sightseeing and all the little touristy things.
Yeah, we'll go indoor go-karting at the Andrade place. We try to hit the parks if we're able to, since they're down there. I didn't do SeaWorld last time. I used to work at SeaWorld San Diego, so maybe seeing what Orlando has to offer might be a little bit of fun. But yeah, we always try to spend some time out there.
But it's also on Tabby and our schedule to just kind of get around and see Florida a little bit. Tabby and I are from California. We moved out to Baton Rouge 1 year ago to work with CFX. But yeah, so we're from California, so we've only been to Florida a couple of times.
I've been to Pensacola because I got family out in Pensacola, and now Orlando. So that's all of Florida that I've been.
And I actually used to do a lot of work in Miami, but I was working all the time, so I would literally land, go to my work, and then go back to the airport and fly home.
All right. So do we want to wait? We wanted to wait, Fat Nick. Is that what was going on?
No. Have you just go ahead and put Fat Nick on while we're talking, and I'm going to answer questions in the meantime. Alan, what number do you call to order on the phone? Are you ready? Here we go. 225-756-7875. When you call, you'll talk to Jonathan.
If he doesn't answer, he's probably on the line or he may be at lunch, so please leave a voicemail. He will get back to you.
Yeah, he's not at lunch anymore. It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but he may be on the other line. Let's see. Sue says, you have a mask called Sandra the Femme. Is that viable with more female makeup or a reskin like one of the other female designs? Do we have a Sandra out right now?
I don't think we do. Did you grab her for the doc?
I did have her out at one point. Jen is chiming in from over in Paint over there. Jen says, yeah, we could definitely add more makeup to the Sandra the Femme mask and make it a little bit more feminine or whatever kind of look that you're going for over there.
We love reference images.
Yeah, send us references is what she's saying. We're going to come in and just kind of do a check-in over here.
So I've got these circles.
Oh, look at that. We already got circles going.
Yeah. So the way that I do these guys is I kind of just outline all the circles and I leave the spaces in between them blank, and then later I'll come back and fill in all that area with black, sharpen up my lines, make any more circles in any of these larger spaces that need, and then I'll just kind of fade them out to the chest and the face and then call it.
But you see how good Jen is. She's like making that thing just like magic. There was nothing on it when we started this, and we are 30 minutes into the schedule, and she will be done with this mask pretty soon. Don't worry, Jen's not going anywhere, guys. We're going to keep her out here as long as we can and let her paint some other stuff and maybe answer some questions for you guys if you guys have any. But real quickly, back to Tabby. There's Fat Nick on Tabby. So again, a male fit mask, a little bit larger of a build out, but you still see we get a lot of emotion to it.
So yeah, all I really need is put that beanie on or maybe my hair up a little bit higher to fill this in. And as soon as I do this, it's like almost perfect.
And again, so remember guys, this is what we do. We specialize our sculpts so that way you do get all that motion. We do have larger sculpts where you don't, the eyeball and stuff like that, where you don't see hardly any emotion whatsoever. But most of our realistics and our human style masks, our humanoids, yeah, you'll get all that emotion out of them, even if it's a bigger mask. All right, you look great. Yeah, so regular, soon they will have, right now we don't have a set of gloves specifically for Rocky the Demon, but we have a couple of gloves that are already in our inventory that we're looking to modify to go with him.
Yeah, because of his texture, it's a little bit specific, a little bit nuanced there.
Orange wig clown mask. Is Buckshot still out there?
No,
are you talking about the female right there? Edon, get back to me. Let me know if it's the female right there. Just send me a comment so that way I can see it. And I'll see if Tabby can throw that one on for you. Let's see here. Older characters look like they fit and move better on a smaller head. It's the human masks. I mean, so if I were to go throw those on, you'll see it fits me perfectly as well. Here, in fact, I'll give you that. All right, so I'll just go right back into the Fat Nick that Tabby has. So much for social distancing. You better not be sick.
I'm not sick.
Oh, all right, hit me with it. Hit me with it.
So we use poison to clean the masks out. Just kidding.
Industrial strength. But there's the difference. You see, so I don't have the same issue. I got pretty good vision right now. It's pulled out of my eyes. It feels nice and secure all over my head.
Let's see. All right, Jim says he's looking to prank the neighbors and coworkers. Which is more realistic, Codger or Clarence? It really depends on what you're looking for. So I think Josh is going to put Codger on right now.
I really like Codger. I think he's really good. But Clarence is also a good one. It depends on, are you going for the just total old man prank? Or are you going to do some other crazy stuff? Both of them really good though. All right, so we have two old man masks. We have Codger, which is a little bit younger, than we have Geezer, who's the really old man. Yeah,
Geezer's got a lot more wrinkles and folds in his neck. We don't have any of him out right now, but you can see him on our website. So in my opinion, I think Codger looks great. Get off my yard! What are you doing on my yard? Get off my yard!
Yeah! So in my day, we used to have to walk uphill and then back downhill and then back uphill again just to get to school. Yeah.
But yeah, so there we go, guys. That's all the character impersonation you get. I'm losing my energy. It's starting to get late in the day. Haven't eaten lunch yet, either. But bam, yeah, Codger.
There we go, you guys. Jake, yeah, we got Teratoma. It's right over there, and I can't spin this enough right now. There we go. He's right there. You see him? He's right there. There he is. Did you want us to put him on, Jake? Because I know we've done that a few times. All right, y'all got a Teratoma. Can you see?
Dance, monkeys, dance.
Dance, monkey, dance, monkey, dance, monkey. All right, let's see. So, Sue, you say you're kind of wanting a Harley Quinn look. Your head's too large for a female fit mask, but if Harley Quinn can be makeup oh yeah, absolutely. We can definitely do a Harley Quinn style makeup on Sandra for sure. We would love to see that actually. Shoot us an email. We'd love to see that. Yeah, Jonah, the neck on that Fat Nick was a little small. Like when I'm wearing it, I could definitely feel some space in there, especially like kind of on the side of the ears too. There's a little bit of space, but absolutely, like you said, with some padding or maybe wearing a beanie underneath, it would be perfect. And yeah, the pumpkin does have a stem. I don't know if we have any Sam. Oh, we do have a Sam Hain. I'll kind of cruise over to him in a hot second here. But this is Teratoma. For you, Jake. There you are. So yeah, with Teratoma, you're definitely going to want to use a balaclava
Or
bloody up or black out your mouth that's over there. Unless you want people to see your weird mouth, that's totally fine. That's up to you.
And if you have a big beard, it might look...
Oh, that might be fun and gross and gnarly, just having a big old beard just spilling out of that. Gross. Josh Jasmine wants you to try on Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper, all right. Give me a second.
You're a good model for the masks. They look really good on you. And I concur, Jasmine. That's why I make him do it, all of it.
I guess I'll keep doing it. Keep buttering me up.
And let's see, Larry, yeah, we'll see what we can do about getting that gargoyle on. I know we haven't actually done a whole lot of him yet. We'll see what we can do for you there. And Carl, yes, that red Greyborn is still for sale.
He is a one-off, one-of-a-kind, that red Greyborn.
Yes.
So if you want him, get him ordered as quickly as possible.
Mike says, nice, I've got a beard. All right, so this is Jack the Ripper, you guys. This is one of his standard variations. We can do him in a multitude of different ways.
I don't know if you can see.
Come a little bit closer. There you go. Yeah, you see this really gross. That's like glistening sweat that we put on the mask. That's not water. That's not Josh's grody sweat. On the mask. It may be in the mask. It's not on the mask. Very nice. Yeah, to answer your question, Aiden, I know you were asking if the pumpkin had a stem. Yeah, he does have a stem right up here. His top is not removable. That is something that we've tried to play with. Maybe we'll be able to get into that a little bit more before the Halloween season. But yeah, he's got that stem right up there up top. And we can do a whole bunch of moss on him, like you saw, like some of you might have seen on that Graveborn zombie we did, the mossy variation. So this is his pulp. We can do this a little bit more UV. Like I said, we can add moss to him to make him a little bit scarier. And all that good stuff right there. So I'm going to put him back up on the show on the smear.
Swing over to the Greyborn real quick. Yeah. Just while I'm trying to read the comments, I'll put him just centered up on the screen here. Pumpkin has a stem. Teratoma movement. Jake, we got you covered. Hello from Houston, Texas. How you guys doing out there? Larry? Can I see the gray gargoyle? Yep, with horns to your right. Bam. We got Carl with the Greyborn right on the screen.
Some musical masks here.
Could you install teeth in the Teratoma, sort of like Boogeyman, but maybe like sloth teeth? Jen, what's your opinion on that? We're gonna get to Jen. Jen does a lot of the modifications as well as the paint jobs, and so we would like to refer to her. That's a new request.
I feel like we could. I don't.
Yeah, the space is big enough.
Yeah, the space is big enough.
Yeah, so he was saying, where was it here? Maybe like sloth teeth.
Yeah.
Since they're kind of thin.
He's already got teeth. I don't know if you can see it. So if you want additional teeth, they would be kind of coming from the inside, just like the sloth or the boogeyman you were talking about.
But that might give a really cool look, like that layered look with the teeth on the inside and then teeth on the outside as well.
Kind of weird and shark-like.
Yeah.
All right,
we can do that. Yeah.
And well, since we're over here, let's spend a few more minutes with Jen and see what her progress looks like over here.
Yeah, we're gonna just get it so that we're not getting blasted by that one light. All right, let's see here. Again, Jasmine, not a problem. Let's see, the pumpkin looks sick. Throw so glow in the dark and maybe on his pulp. Yeah, so we can definitely do all the seeds on Sam Hain. We can do that slime, so it's all UV reactive and different little paint schemes and the highlights like that with the UV paint, if that's something that you wanted to do. All right, we were going to weigh Fat Nick. Will you grab Fat Nick? And then we also got to weigh Vengeance. Let's see here. So, yeah, we're going to let you guys watch Jim paint a little bit while we're talking to you. And we will obviously swing over when there. Make it so you're not looking at all our packing peanuts and all our behind-the-scenes stuff. We'll give you something a little bit better to look at.
Fat Nick is 3 pounds.
All right, and so boom. So Fat Nick, just under 3 pounds right there. And we're going to grab a Vengeance real quick as well and kind of see. And so 3 pounds in silicone is actually very, very light. You're going to barely even notice that you're wearing that.
It's all over your entire head. So it's not like 3 pounds sitting right on top of your head or anything.
Yep. So you guys see, I'm going to jump in a little bit. I'll let Jen talk as well a little bit. But Jen's using an airbrush. All our paint jobs are airbrushed in. Obviously, there are some hand brushing at times, but for the most part, it's all airbrushed. We use Iwata airbrushes. Thank you, Iwata. We love you. Your stuff is amazing. We just got a brand new airbrush from them. If you guys are artists and you guys are doing your own painting, reach out to Iwata. The Eclipse gun is what we're doing. That's what Jen has in her hand right now. She has an Eclipse gravity feed. Yep, dual action, everything that she needs. The entire team uses the same guns. We do have a couple of different bigger guns that we use for larger projects as well. Let's see here. So we got Vengeance in the scale right now.
4.5 pounds.
So he's about 4.5 pounds, a little bit heavier just because of that extra top build out. But again, while you're wearing it, man, you don't even feel that at all.
And it's tough to do these circles in the shadows like that.
I'll say, yeah, Jen, we are challenging Jen right now because she came back here and she goes, "You want me to paint here?"
In the dark?
Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, it's a show. We can do it, right?" But yeah, so Jen, what brand of pigments are we using over there?
So these are all silicone-based pigments. We get all of our stuff from Smooth On. You can go on Smooth On's website, and they've got a list of like all the products that we use from them. So pretty much anything that you would need, Smooth On is your man. Smooth On is great. We use them for everything.
So Iwata and Smooth On, you guys. Shout out to both those two companies. They're the ones that keep all our masks looking as good as they do. They make high quality chemicals and solutions and stuff like that. And Iwata makes some of the best airbrushes that have ever been out there. Mike Rooney says you're awesome, Jen.
Thank you.
Let's see. Could you show the movement of the famine mask? Yes, we will do famine for you. Jake says I meant more teeth on the inside. Yep. He says thanks, gang. Jasmine says, Jen, the mask is getting there. I know it will look great. Yep.
Thank you.
Dennis says very impressive work.
We love
That's a
that.
good one, Dennis.
Tons are
That's why I was
fantastic.
calling her the Empress.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I am a fan.
Sue wants to know what mask you're wearing, Jen. You look like a Mortal Kombat character.
Thank you, Katana. The whole paint room has like masks like this for Katana, Jade, and Melina. So this is an RZ mask. It's got an F1 filter on the inside. Hit up RZ. I know they were kind of going low on supplies with the whole virus scare and everything, but we use their filtration system. So just whenever we're really up close like this, we don't have any blowback, and if we do, it's filtered by this mask. The F1 filters are rated to stop particles.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so the entire shop uses those same masks. That's actually a newer thing that we picked up. We were looking for different solutions where the team could still talk to each other and be comfortable all day while wearing the mask. We tried out these RZ masks. Again, they're not sponsoring us at all or anything like that, but they've turned out to be really good and the team really likes wearing them.
Yeah, I think that this is the M2 mask. It's for the mesh, so it's not as hot as just like a neoprene mask would be. So living in southern Louisiana, that was really important to us. And so far so good. Just getting into the heat of summer though.
Okay. So the name of the mask that Jen is doing, that's a Nadia that's being painted up in our Impress paint scheme. And so it's the Nadia mask made to look like our yellow imp. So yep, that's a Nadia succubus mask. Yep. Let's see here. What type of smooth on silicone are the masks? We're using Eco 30 for that. You guys are awesome. I have a Boris and I've had masks from different companies. Great detail. And for hands down, CFX is the best. Hey, Chris, thank you. We work hard on our stuff. You see, Jen won't even stop working to take a thanks. But yeah, thank you. It is appreciated. Yep, and best fit as well. All right, guys. You guys have anything else? We're gonna start wrapping this up over here. The days are just flying by. Way by, Jen. All right, she's going. All right, we're gonna swing back around over here. All righty, Tab.
All right, if there's not any other questions on there right now, or even if there are other questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. We would love to address them for you if we weren't able to address them here in the live feed. I think our next hour will be up at 4. I think we're going to discuss some apparel stuff. We're going to go over some of our new stuff again. Jen may still be here doing a live paint demo, and it's going to be a good time. So thank you guys again so much for tuning in with us all week long. Make sure you share with your friends. I'm sure they want something fun to watch. And until then, we'll see you at 4.
4 o'clock hour.
Hi guys. That's the Pennywise wave right there. Hello everybody out there in the Facebook land or wherever else land that you may be watching this from. You guys have made it. It's the 4 o'clock hour here at Fansworld at CFX, where we are bringing Transworld to you. I think that's a little much. I don't think we've had enough to drink for that. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our live streams that we've had going on all week. We really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for sharing, for those of you who have shared. And if you haven't shared, feel free to share. Obviously, we're going over a lot of really interesting things. We'd love to have your friends in on the fun stuff. So, we are live streaming all week from noon to and 4 p.m. Central Time because we are in Louisiana. And we're going to go over some masks today. We're going to go over some apparel. Jen's over there doing another paint demo with a different mask this time. So we'll get back into that in a little bit here. And of course, we're taking any questions you guys may have. And just to let you guys know, we are doing this because Transworld has been postponed. So we are basically bringing the trade show to you. We're also doing a sale this week, like I was mentioning. $100 off all full masks and gloves. We're doing $50 off any of the hood items, so the deformed hood, the skull hood, the hero hood, and the likes like that. We're also doing free domestic shipping, you guys. We got free domestic shipping. If you're international, we need to work something out with you, so just go ahead and give us a call or shoot us an email. We'll be able to work with you on that one. If you're buying any licensed products, since we can't discount the licensed item, we will be giving you $100 credit towards a non-licensed item that you can use at the same time, in addition to some really awesome swag that you would have gotten if you would have seen us at the Transworld Trade Show. Not to mention, when we were talking about Get's last segment, we are doing the buy 4 pounds, get 1 pound free of the small intestine. So if you need some small intestine in your life, we got you covered. Do we have any questions before we get into any of the other stuff?
Brian Snyder just joined us. Wants to know about Igor. I don't know. Have you been watching all the feeds?
We've
put Igor. Yeah, we put Igor on quite a bit, but I do have a little surprise for you. Look at what Jen's working on over there, guys. All right. Yep, that's gonna be. That's all you get for now. But that is the third paint variant that we were talking about. That is completely UV reactive.
Yep.
Yes, she's going to be laying down some groundwork on that one. Let's see, what else? Nope, everyone's just kind of checking in.
Hi guys, welcome to the feed. It's 4 o'clock. You guys made it. Almost the end of the workday for us over here out in Baton Rouge. Hopefully you guys are having a good day wherever you guys are at, whether you guys are still at work, whether you guys are at home, whether you guys are in school, get back to learning, and all that good stuff. Alrighty. So, a lot of you guys know, obviously, we specialize in the silicone masks and all that kind of stuff. But did you know that there are ways to support CFX without always wearing your silicone mask? I'm not saying I don't want you to not wear your silicone mask at all times, but we have some wonderful apparel if you guys ever wanted to give some of that stuff a good home. I'll go ahead and show you some of the different t-shirts that we have available. All this stuff is available on our website. We are going through a restocking. So if we don't have your size, bear with us. We will be restocking at some point. But we have some really cool men's t-shirts. Obviously, I'd be swimming in this one.
Hold on 1 second before you start delving all into that. Brian would like to give props to Jonathan for helping out with his order.
Yes.
Hey, everyone, I do want to throw this out there, too. Jonathan is getting slammed with orders. We have been very busy taking orders. Please be patient. He is doing his best to get to each and every one of you, especially knowing that the website isn't always giving the discounts.
Yes.
We are fully aware of it.
Yes.
We're doing our best to work through it. But yeah, just want to make sure we mention that real quick there. Jonathan, with Tabby being in the back here with me, Jonathan is by himself up there. So he is trying to handle everything.
So yeah, you guys, the website may not be showing the discounts immediately. Just so you guys know, you're more than welcome to purchase through the website, even though the discounts aren't showing right away. We will review every order that comes in, and we'll make sure that that discount does get applied.
We can retroactively apply the discount. Yeah.
We'll make sure we get any refunds that are due to you. If for whatever reason you have to have them show immediately, email us. But otherwise, feel free to just purchase through the website. We know there's some, it's not 100% correct, but we will make sure that we review every order and you get the discounts that you want.
And that you're only charged what you're supposed to be charged.
Absolutely. So yeah, bear with us. He's going through a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls. So we'll get you your mask, we'll get you your gloves, we'll get you your stuff, I promise.
All right, back to the apparel.
Yes. So we've got got several different variety pieces of apparel. We have men's shirts, we have women's shirts, we obviously have beanies, and we also have tank tops for men and women. Yes, men and women. This is one of the male shirts that we have. This is like a 3XL, which is why it's so big. But the coolest feature about this is it features the cartoon version of our imp. So if you're looking for some really fun, feisty, a little bit atypical apparel to show off your imp pride, this is one of the shirts that we offer here.
Jasmine, yeah, we'll work on pinning the website to the thing, but it's CFX Masks with an S at the end .com or compositeeffects.com.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, second piece of apparel.
I can't currently write anything right now. We're kind of set up on a tripod, and we're a little bit technical right now. But I will.
If you go to our Facebook main page, if you back out of this live stream, I know we're so excited. You just want to keep tuning in with us. On our main page for Facebook, there'll be like a Shop Now button or a link to our website on there. So if you are needing to go to it, that's where it is. Josh is going to try to write something out for you so you can physically see it if you need to. But we'll try to make sure that we pin the website if we can in the comments. But just to kind of keep going on apparel for the time being, this is another male shirt, men's shirt. We also have this shirt in a female size, I believe. But it's got the really cool CFX Splash logo on it in the super vibrant yellow against the black t-shirt. All the prices for the apparel are listed on the website. They are not part of the sale, unfortunately, but if you use the free shipping code, that does still apply. And if you're looking at it, because we do live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, it does get really hot and really warm and really swampy and really humid. We have men's tank tops, so they are the thick strap tank tops. This one's really dirty. I apologize, guys. They're not normally this dirty. This one's obviously been worn a little bit. There's the website, guys, if you needed it.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you so much, Brian. All right, now we're going to go into some women's shirts. We do have all sizes. We go to small. I believe we have extra small in some of our things for women. Men's shirts run small up to 3XL. Women, I believe, run extra small up to double XL. So similar to the imp shirt I was just showing you, here's a more stylized version of Dollface.
Now, we haven't really talked about Dollface a whole lot throughout this whole thing. Dollface is a very famous character of ours, featured on the houses that October built. A lot of haunted houses use her as a main character, Q-line character. She is one of our first icon characters that we've had here at CFX, which is why she got her own t-shirt.
Absolutely. And so this is it's a ribbed t-shirt, so it's not flat jersey, so there is some ribs on there, a little bit of lining. But it's a really comfortable shirt. And if you're looking for something that's a little bit more stylized, like if you have the Dollface character, this is a fun way to show your pride with CFX without always having to wear your CFX. It's not that I don't want you to not wear it.
What's our most popular clown mask? We're gonna swing over to Jen since she paints all the clowns and get some new faces on this stream. Bam, you're all set there, Jen. Hey, Jen, what is our most popular clown mask? What do you paint the most of?
Stalkers and imps.
All right, so the stalker mask and the imp mask. And obviously you guys have seen quite a few of the imps floating around here in the different paint schemes. Is that stalker right there? That's famine, right? I don't have a stalker out here right now. I'll look to see if I can find one for you. I know we have a couple on the back rack there.
Yeah.
But I'll pull him over and show you guys what mask we're talking about with that one. But yeah, thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
And then I guess I don't maybe really pull that shirt out because that shirt is the shirt that I am wearing, so I can just model that one straight up. This one is our basic CFX logo with composite effects down at the bottom. We are theatrical props and makeup as well as our website right down there at the bottom. So yeah, when you were looking for our website, you can read my shirt. I won't be mad at you for looking not at my face. It is composite.
What are you looking at?
The website. We also make this shirt in a tank top. So especially when it's really warm and really hot out here in Louisiana, I am thankful for the tank tops. For those of you when it does get a little bit chilly, a little bit cold, especially like when we go out to St. Louis, we do have CFX hoodies. This is the imp logo right here on the back of the hoodie. It is a zip-up hoodie, not a pullover, and there is a small mid-size CFX logo on the front. We love these hoodies. I think everybody here at the shop
Super
has
comfortable.
one. Super comfortable for those 6 days a year where it's cold enough to wear them out here in Louisiana. And same thing with our horny beanies, you guys. I know a lot of you guys have seen our horny beanies, especially floating around in some of these head forms over here. But yeah, we have the beanies embroidered by a good friend of ours, and then we take them in house and we put the silicone horns on them. The horns are the same silicone that we make a lot of our masks out of. We have two different versions where you have CFX on the front, and then we have another version where you have CFX on the side, so the horns are just kind of out there by themselves. I don't know, here we go. So that's a newer version. Here's a beanie without any horns. We do also sell those, but the horns make it a little bit more fun, right? Let's be honest here.
So just to clarify, the beanie with the kind of the green and black horns right there and the larger CFX logo, that is the old variant. There's only 2 or 3 of those left. The new variant will be the beanie to the right that Tabby is pointing at right now with the smaller CFX logo, and the horns will be mounted with the CFX logo to the side. If you look, there's some little markings actually on that beanie. I guess we grabbed one of the beanies that's already marked. That's where the horns are going to go. So turn it on the head form. There you go. Bam! So when you wear it, you will have the horns, and then turn it to the side and just rock some CFX on the side for us right there.
Bam! Hey, Brett. What you doing?
What? We have a guest appearance?
And before we get too far off apparel, we know that some of you guys out there are parents who have our CFX products. So if you want to have your little ones,
Oh my goodness! Let's get closer. So you can have your own little baby amp right there.
or if you have any dolls you want to dress up, you want to put it on your dog. It'll probably be a really small dog.
Yeah.
Just saying, little tiny hot dogs.
All right.
How are you doing, guys? Have
So
any questions out there?
Jasmine wants to see what the doll mask looks like.
Okay.
Give us a couple minutes because that'll be something for Tabby to wear.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we'll let her finish her little spiel and anything else we got going on.
I think that was it. I just wanted to show you guys some apparel, some things that you guys can have to show off your CFX pride if you don't have a mask yet, or if you just wanted a break from your mask. Which is it. I don't know why anybody would, but just...
We don't. Viewership is obviously way down on this stream right now, so that's why the questions just aren't coming as fast as they would. But if any of you guys are out there, I think we owe you guys some mask try-ons. I think from the last session, there was a gargoyle, famine request, and now we have a doll face request.
I think somebody was asking last stream about that red Graveborn. He literally just got pulled off my shelf and went to a good home. So
yeah,
I apologize. We have the other Graveborn that we can put on and demo for you. The only difference is that the red one had some horns and some a little bit more demon features, but it'll move near identically. So sorry about that, but I can't be mad that he went to a home.
Sam Haim. Yeah, I can do the pumpkin mask, Sam Haim. Let's see. The people that make creepy doll babies could use them for that. Yeah, Scott, exactly. Those little onesies.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I have 2 Sam Haim requests, the pumpkin.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing this camera over to Jen because she's laying down some really cool color right now.
Absolutely.
And I'll get those masks off the shelf. And then Tabby will return the camera to me. So here we go. Oh my goodness, what's going on here?
Wow,
Here, let's get this camera over here.
Okay, so before you get too excited, he's not going to be all pink. I brought a demo. I've already got his jaw painted.
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna look like this. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with vaporwave colors. This whole dude's gonna be vaporwave. He's gonna have UV teal veins. I've got my flashlight here to kind of show you guys. I don't know if you can see that or how.
Yeah, I can see it a little bit. Yeah. There we go.
So I'm just starting with my base color, my lightest one, and then I'm just going to work my way darker and fade him deeper and deeper in all the creases. So this is the easy part right now. And then I have his iris, something like this.
Here, hit that with the UV.
There we go. Yeah.
And he's also UV reactive. So the eyeball itself will glow in addition to all of this stuff.
Jasmine, this is another version of our Igor mask that you've been seeing up on the shelf. So that big floating eyeball. So it's going to be another UV, highly UV reactive version of that mask.
He's pretty much going to be the cool color variant of the like magma looking black eyeball that we showed the other day.
Yeah. So it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited, babe.
And what's the name of that paint scheme? Vaporwave?
Vaporwave.
Vaporwave.
Yeah,
I dig that.
All thanks to Sarah, who is a huge Vaporwave fan. It was her suggestion, and my eyes like it. So.
I dig it. Cool beans. All right, go ahead and paint some of that stuff
Yeah,
up.
just go ahead and let's watch Jen paint a little bit, guys.
All right.
I'm getting masks ready for you in the back room.
So guys, I just want to thank you again so much for tuning in to our live streams that we have been having all week. We're doing this in lieu of what's happening, or not happening, I guess, at Transworld. Since the show did get postponed, we are bringing Transworld to you in the terms of Fansworld from CFX. We have been showing you guys a whole bunch of different masks, a lot of our new masks, a lot of different paint variations, modifications, causing a little bit of trouble, telling you about some guts, taking all of your questions and trying to answer them as quickly as possible. And obviously we have Jen here doing a really awesome paint demo that we haven't really done before. So if you guys like seeing paint demos, we will happily do more of these as we do more live streams. And we're getting some masks over here for us to try on to see you guys, to show you guys. And we'll be able to be back over there in a second. Let's see. Oh, Jasmine, yes, we will be doing this more often. And Scott, yes, that is a puppy behind her.
No, that's Soda.
This is my faithful companion.
It's Soda. He's
Hey,
hiding.
Soda.
Aw, he's so shy right
What's
now.
up, big guy?
Shop dog. So yeah, CFX are big fans of animals, and we do allow pets here, as long as they're well behaved. And Soda is one of the most well behaved boys around.
Obviously. Of energy.
So let's see, Herman. Let's see. If you need to make a fill up or padding to maintain the shape of a mask, what material do you use as filler? We have a foam, a type of foam that we use to fill in.
But
To save on some weight.
most of the stuff we use a silicone gel to fill it with.
Yes.
Depends on what you're talking about. We
Yeah,
do
it really
some foam
depends.
filled stuff, but a lot of like our brains and our hearts are actually filled with a silicone gel.
Alrighty. Hey, you like that backdrop, Brian? I got that made for Transworld. And yeah, I would imagine you would recognize at least one of those clowns on there.
And here we are at Transworld.
Right, pretty much. Yeah, I think he made one or two of those clown costumes on there.
Very nice.
Alrighty.
Dollface too, right there.
Yes, there's Dollface right there, as a matter of fact.
So, you say hi.
Just hanging out. Just hanging out.
Watching the lights move.
Wanna?
Can you swing
Yeah.
around back over here?
All right. I think we're gonna leave Jen to her devices over there for a few minutes. We'll check back in on her. We're gonna come over to Josh, who was about to try this gargoyle on.
So yeah, we're gonna start with the gargoyle, guys. I got all the masks down. I'll do the gargoyle, and then I'll have Tabby put Dollface on. Then I'll get out of gargoyle and go into famine, and then we'll do champagne at the very end of all that.
Yeah, the paint job it will be very killer clowns on that Igor over there. You're very right, Justin. All right, so this is gargoyle, you guys. He's got to make sure his eyes look good. Hold on, he's got to make sure his face looks stoned.
look proper for you guys. So gargoyle is a little bit of a bigger buildup of a mask. He's got the horns and everything here, the big long chin. But again, I can barely feel that on my face. You can tell I have full range of motion of my mouth. It's not restricting me in any ways. I can see, I can hear.
So yeah, with gargoyle, you'll probably need a balaclava or to black out or darken your mouth area, just so your mouth hides a little bit behind his mouth. I'm glad you love it, Herman. Gargoyle is a very underrated mask in my opinion. He's very
doesn't get out a whole
specific.
lot.
He's very specific, so that's part of it. Oh, I just love that whole stone marble, like that texture looks awesome.
All right, I'm gonna have Tabby do Dollface.
All right,
real
it's
quick.
my turn. All right, darlings. Oh, she's gonna be fun because she's got her hair. So it's gonna be fun to differentiate between her hair and my hair. Alrighty.
And that's Dollface. Again, so you've seen her houses that October built. Just about every major haunted attraction in the U.S. has a variation of this mask. Used to sell tons and tons and tons of them. It's still one of our more popular female masks.
Absolutely, yeah. Everybody loves Dollface.
Craig, yeah, call and order the beanie. I have a fresh stock that was just made for the Transworld. You know, we only make those things usually for the trade shows. And so I had a fresh stock made just before we're scheduled to leave, and now we're not leaving, so I have a bag of them. So call us and get them ordered because they do go fast.
Absolutely.
Hold on one second here. Let's see. Love the mask. They let you lose a human and become the creature. Yeah, you'll notice, like, as soon as either Tabby or I put these masks on, we instantly kind of go into character. When we do the big trade shows like San Diego Comic-Con, there's a lot of people that have never worn these masks before, and so we get a chance to put them on. And it's funny because you'll see like the most docile house mom over there that just you don't think would do anything. Yeah, she comes alive and tries to eat the camera and all that good stuff. It makes it really easy because you feel like you are that character. Idan, the orange-haired clown. Yes, I will have Tabby take her down. She's going to take a couple of seconds just because of the amount of hair work that's on her.
Are we
but
ready to do that?
yeah, let's. I mean, we're doing a virtual trade show. Let's.
Okay.
So normally, you guys, just so you know, like the masks with hair, we don't let a whole lot of people try them on just because we don't want the hair to get messed up before they wind up at their final home. But it's Tabby, and she's the one that usually fixes the hair after I mess it up. To be honest with you, so we'll let her put it on. Let's see here.
You want to put champagne on real quick?
Yes, Tyler, you're correct. Kissing Candace also uses the doll face mask. Sorry, you were getting some errors. What was that?
You want to go put champagne on?
Yeah. Actually, okay. I'm gonna jump back up on there. Hold on. I'm swapping out with Tabby. Yeah, the wispy hair that kind of makes that mask that much creepier.
Josh, you want to pass down that one?
What was that?
You want to pass down that
Can you
one?
pass down and zombie?
Anthony's hiding off camera, guys. He's trying to assist me getting all these masks off. But yeah, hey, her hair's almost as red as yours. Is that your sister? All right, I'm gonna go with Famine right now.
Famine is a big mouthed one. We have a couple of really big mouth characters. The Stalker, which we were talking about earlier, which is a very popular clown. Big row of teeth. We have Famine that has the big tongue. Obviously the tongue is very flexible. Sorry, it's probably really close to the camera right there. But yeah, there you go. There's Famine.
All right, and I'll go ahead and throw Sam Haim on. Tabby's prepping the clown.
Hard not to have fear to be able to adjust.
All right, and there we go.
Holy shit, I don't like this.
Sam Haim, the pumpkin. So you'll notice as I move, the mouth moves with me. This mouth doesn't have, or this face doesn't have as thin of a structure as some of the other ones, so you don't see quite as much. But you still get really good range of motion. Super comfortable. All right, Tabby's gonna come in as Tessa.
All right, guys. Yeah. So this is Tessa Zombie. She normally has really vibrant green hair. We decided to change her up a little bit with this kind of strawberry blonde hair. She has a little bit of UV reactiveness with this hair, but she definitely glows a lot more with the green hair color that we have. But we can do hair like this on this mask.
Any of the masks.
So, I mean, we can do this big teased hair. We could actually not do this teased hair if you don't want. We can do something with more like pigtails. Just reach out to us. We'll be able to get you pricing on that. But yeah, this is Tessa Zombie.
So we do have an in-house hair team. JC and Daniel, they do amazing work in the back over there. They make sure that everything looks spectacular for you guys. People are loving the pumpkin. They're loving Tessa.
Put it down.
And bam, we get some of that nice cool UV reactiveness going on right there.
just wish I heard clown more.
It should be coming up on that audio track pretty soon.
I'm just like waiting for it.
All right. So yeah, no, everyone's loving the pumpkin. Let's see the vamp, guys. Okay, give us a second here. All right. You want to jump out of that real quick? Here, go. We're gonna swap out here. You want to see the Bo? You want to see the bloody vampire? I believe.
Somebody wants to see Rocky as well.
It's easier to take her out because I can straight up. Yeah, very likely.
Oh, James.
Rocky!
James
We need to see Rocky! Alright, we'll get to that. And tomorrow, you guys, I believe tomorrow at noon, we will be unveiling what the vampire's name will be. So make sure you tune in at noon Central Time, and we will get that that vampire officially named.
Our first live stream of the day.
Well, we've got a list from social media. We've got our list. We'll figure it out. We might draw one out of a hat. There we are. As somebody said on Instagram, looks like 100% wet chicken skin, and I cannot agree more.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It looks so gnarly, but it's such an apt description.
I like that paint job a lot.
It looks good, right?
The paint looks great.
Do we have Jack the Ripper Carnival Clown? Carnival Clown? I don't think so. We have him as the 2019 Joker Clown, but not in stock right now.
I think we just made one for a customer.
Oh, what? I'm getting corrected over here. So give us a minute. Let us check it out real quick.
Pan over.
Can't quite pan over with one hand. So there's over there's the Jack the Ripper 2019 Joker version that we did without hair right now, of course. Sorry, there's a pole in your guys' way. I apologize there. But that's that version that we've done there. Oop, trying to unzoom. Now I can't unzoom. What have I done? Sorry guys, didn't mean to turn around on me. There he goes. Here, I need you to do that.
All right, let me get back on the camera. We'll get Tabby where she's the best out in front of the camera.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to put Tessa back together over here.
All right, so now you get a good chance to see our shelves kind of destroyed with all the masks on it. Let's see here. Can we see Rocky, please? Yeah, that'll be one of the last ones we do on this feed.
Yes.
Were there any other masks that I owed you guys? I know a couple of you guys on the last feed were asking for some masks, and I know we kind of fell behind on that. Is there anything, real quickly, besides Rocky the Demon? Yeah, the Bloody Vampire, it's super comfortable too. While I was wearing it right now, it blows me away how comfortable it is. Steve, you just got here. Let's see here. Is the sale for in stock only, or hold on one second here? The feed just scrolled up on me. In stock only, or can we combine $100 off and free shipping? All right. So, Tabby, are you about ready to jump on there? No. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna run the camera. Yeah, I was saying, can you jump? Can you get that for her? Because Tabby knows the details the best, and she'll spill it out real quick.
All right, guys. All right. Sorry, it took me a second to get out of Roxy there. Tessa's on me because she's got a lot of hair that I got to make sure it still looks beautiful after I take her off.
Okay, so where we are is right now is you answer the question, the Jack the Ripper Carnival Clown. I don't think we have one of those in stock right now, but the deal. So go over the deal real quick again.
So you don't mind Anthony putting her back. Sometimes we need a little bit of extra help.
Everyone wave to Anthony. Hi, Anthony.
So yes, guys, we are doing a sale right now. Let me break it down for you real quick. So you're getting $100 off any full masks and gloves, $50 off any of the hood items. So it's the deformed hood, the hero hood, the skull hood, Venetian, stuff like that. Also, we're doing free domestic shipping.
On all orders.
On all orders. There is a code for that. If you don't apply that code, my office manager Jonathan knows that you're supposed to get free shipping anyway, so he will correct that if you don't put that in, so don't worry about that.
Talk about the website discounting right now.
Yeah, so speaking of the website is not all the way correctly showing the discounts. So you can still place your order. Every order that comes in gets reviewed by a human, either myself or Jonathan. So we will review your order. We will make sure all of the discounts do get applied and make sure we refund you anything that may be owed to you. Some of these discounts may have to be applied retroactively. We're trying to make sure that the website is up to date, but we know the gremlins, the imps, all that stuff, the nature of the sale. So please bear with us. If you need that discount applied immediately, email us, but otherwise, go ahead and place your order, and then we'll make sure we get that discount applied for you.
Hopefully that covered you, Steve. Real quickly, too, you guys are noticing that the shelves are starting to get
Kind of bare.
barer and barer, and there's different masks. Yeah, we are selling masks.
Yes.
If you guys see something you like, give us a call. Take advantage of this sale. We're running QVCFX over here is what it sounds like. But call now and get your order in because limited time on some of these guys. Now we can recreate any of the masks that you see on here, but the wait time will jump up to about 6 to 8 weeks as we get closer to Halloween. We, believe it or not, we are already on that home stretch run. And yeah, so get your mask orders in this week. All right, so that kind of covers my thing. Oh, and when do the discounts end?
Friday. So Friday, end of business day is 6 p.m.
So 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, guys.
I will touch base with Jonathan and see if we are extending that at any way, shape, or form, if we're going until just like the end of the day, like midnight. But as far as I am aware and concerned, I believe it was end of day for us, which is 6 p.m.
All right. Do you also make the vine creature pale in between two green goblins? Do you also make that? I haven't found. Yeah. So
Got an Easter egg, you guys.
Easter eggs.
Got an Easter egg.
Little secret one. There's someone that knows it. Jonathan, you know our stuff. I love it, buddy. Vine creature is a very old sculpt.
So that was a little Easter egg. We are doing something with Froggy's Fog and with Nethercraft, or we still plan to at Transworld whenever it does get rescheduled. So that was a little Easter egg for that. We can touch base more on that a little bit.
But we're not going to show you anything closer on that guy. That's all you get is
but
that view.
You see him back there, so that was a little Easter egg for you guys. Yeah, do some
Good eyes. I told people, I'm like, no one's going to see it.
Right? No, people are going to see it. People know that mask. And to follow up on our stream from earlier when we had Archangel out, those sigils do mean things. So if you want to take a crack at figuring out what those might be, we might be running a contest on that at some point, but they do mean something. So if you want to jump back
Do some
on
research.
the website, check out those markings, do some research, or if you already know, that's awesome. But yeah, let us know what you think about that. We might do a little bit of a contest, we're not quite sure, but yeah, they do mean stuff.
All right, so we're pretty caught up on all our comments and everything like that. Jasmine, everyone does love Rocky. Yeah, no, Rocky has been a huge hit this year, especially that UV paint scheme. I'm not gonna. I'm not lying. We're taking orders for him. So the one you see up there is sold, but there are more that are in the works. So yeah, again, very serious. If you want one of these masks, you got to call and get it ordered now. That way you're ready for Halloween time. You can get out there early and win some costume contests. You know there is a halfway to Halloween thing. It's in April, and that's when all the costume contests go out there for all your local bars. Make some early money.
So Jen's doing some really awesome stuff over there. You want to go check it out real quick?
In just 1 second here. Marcy Brown says Slackjaw is the best zombie mask in the world. Yes, definitely one of the best. See, when you purchase a mask at a trade show that is a few days long, can I take it that day that I buy it, or do I have to wait till the end of the show? All right, so originally, I'm going to let Tabby finish this up, but originally it was you had to wait till Sunday, or the last day of the show to come pick it up. But now
we're all about instant gratification. So if you see it, you want to buy it and take it with you, we are 100% doing that for you.
we'll pull it off the shelf, we'll wrap it up and put it in your hands. And that way, what we like to do, and this happens at San Diego Comic-Con all the time, is we'll sell a mask on that very first day, that Wednesday preview night. And then Thursday, guess what we see walking as the number one cosplay is one of the masks that we had just sold. So yeah.
That's usually what our deal is at most of the trade shows and conventions we go to. We don't normally sell head forms at the trade shows, but the bonus of having Fansworld being brought to you guys, any mask that you order through us, whether it's an in-stock item or a made-to-order item, will come with a head form, no additional charge. That's how we always do it when you order here through the shop. So you're getting even an additional bonus on top of all the really awesome other discounts that you guys are getting. This Fansworld sale that we're putting on for you.
And Aiden, yeah, Justin is correct. And yeah, you can, it's your choice. If you want to leave it on the shelf with us for the week so that way it's in safe hands, you can do that. You can take it right there with you. Or you place an order, and you're not going to take any of the masks that you see or touch at the trade show. And what we'll do is we'll start production. Yeah, we'll start production up on a brand new mask. Anthony, the gentleman that you saw a little bit earlier, he's the first one that order goes to. And so he'll take your order. He'll mix up the right recipes for everything and start pouring. And then next thing you know, Jen
is doing that.
We'll be doing that to it. And we'll go from there.
Absolutely.
That was like whiplash right there on the camera, you guys.
I probably didn't appreciate that much.
Okay, Mermaid Roxy with the hair. Give us a few minutes and we'll get to that one. Do you have hoodies in man size? Give us a call. Men's size hoodies. 3X and 4X. So real man size right there.
I believe we have 3X hoodies. We've got a few of those. I don't know about 4X. I think 3X is the biggest size that we carry. This is a medium for anybody who wants to know. Here, I'll put it on. I've got a small over there, but this is what a medium looks like on me. It fits. It's, you know, yeah, it's comfortable.
It looks like your boyfriend's hoodie.
Right? Is it yours?
No. Mine needs to be a little bit bigger. Yeah.
All right, any other questions?
Let's see here. Did you do a session on gloves? I missed it. If so, yeah. So that was in our companion segments.
Yesterday at 2 o'clock. All of these videos are available on our Facebook page. If you go to the video section on our Facebook page, if you go like the home page and off to the side, there's things that says like videos. I guess I'm gonna get all the live videos should be available there. I am working on getting them each day compiled, so each 3 videos per day compiled for one video, and getting that up on YouTube. Just got a lot going on between making sure we're live here for you. So those should be uploaded by the weekend or by Monday.
All right, let's see here. And Gary, I'll grab a glove here in a second, and I'll do a quick try on for you and just show it to you. Jonathan, Vine Creature was always my favorite. I wanted it before when it was on the page. Then it kind of disappeared and been hard to find. Call Tabitha. Just call her. She'll work that out for you.
Oh God, make a promise.
Or Jonathan. Jonathan, call the other Jonathan because we have a Jonathan here that's answering the phones right now. And just ask for it.
Absolutely.
Justin wants to know, how long does it take to sculpt a design? And then to make a core. So it's kind of 2 separate questions right there. Anthony, you want to be on camera at all? Yeah, Anthony's shy today. I'm going to talk a little bit. I'll just talk off camera for you. All right. Well, I'm trying, because I'm trying to read. Okay, so we're going to talk. So how long does it take to sculpt a design? One question. And then what about making a core? That's how I'm going to handle this. All right, and then I'm going to reverse this. All right, so what about making a core? Our core is a proprietary core, probably 3 or 4 years in development. I'm looking off screen.
Honestly, about 10 years of development.
Well, yeah, so the most current core now, but to get the first core for some of the first masks, it was probably a 2 or 3 year process.
Yeah.
And then it's been continually developed since then. The last core change was a couple of years ago. So
about 3 years.
So about 10 years to get to where we are right now with the core. So that's, boom, question 1, which was the second part of your question. Now to the first part. To sculpt, it depends on the sculptor and the mask. But I would say, like Creature from the Black Lagoon, I think Brett spent 2 weeks working on it, but you know, not continual 8 hours a day.
Yeah, it was a little bit here, a little bit there.
I'd say probably 20 hours, 20 to 28 hours in that range of sculpting time. And then that doesn't. Then we have to go. Then it has to be sent to the mold room, and a mold needs to be made for it. And then that mold needs to be confirmed, and everything has to work on that. And then it goes to Anthony, where he'll start making masks. Hopefully that answers your question.
Thank you for getting on camera. Because I always go back and watch the live stream,
Yep.
so I'm just here smiling and nodding when
Yep.
he's answering
And
questions.
so I'm gonna make you do it just a little bit more. Also, every company has a proprietary core. Everyone uses a different core, so no one else is using the CFX core out there, and that's really what makes the mask fit is the core. So, you know, it's not just a life cast of someone's head or anything like that. It's actually a piece of art that's been engineered to certain sizes, and that way you get the rubber to stretch right. Bam. I felt like that was like, whoosh, we went to school real quick right there.
I mean, sometimes.
All right. Jasmine, yeah, we'll do Rocky, and I'll do him in UV, because I know I was talking to Tabby. I told her I forgot to put the UV lights on the last time I had it on. I did actually remember that one. If I order one today, can I get it by Monday so my wife doesn't know about it? Can we overnight something?
I mean, absolutely. We do have different shipping options available. Right now, the shipping that is free is basically UPS ground. So if you want,
it may take a few days, but
if you want to upgrade your shipping, let Jonathan know when you place your order that you're looking to upgrade your shipping, and we can very likely do that. But you gotta let us know when you place your order.
And we have a large inventory of masks in stock, ready to go out this afternoon.
Although I
don't
recommend hiding things from your wife, unless you're planning on scaring her with it, which is why you don't want them to know, which is the only thing I advocate for.
Tabby, she lets me do all that kind of stuff, so I'm lucky.
Thank you.
Let's see here. I still have to hide masks every once in a while, though.
She just brings them home.
Let's see here.
Worse than me with stray animals.
Tabby collects frogs, everyone, just so you know.
No, they come to me. They come to my
All right.
plants in the backyard.
Gary says he has 2 sets of gloves. Putting them on is problematic. I'll show you some tricks.
Yes.
Let's see here. James, in front of the camera, the sound's gone really quiet. I think that was that just us kind of back and forth? I don't know. We haven't changed anything. Oh, Gary does say, yes, it's hard to hear. All right.
How do I sound now?
Now we can hear you. So maybe it was just you, or maybe it was me not talking loud enough in front of everything. Yeah, let's see here. Tyler says my spouse is going to kill me when she finds out that he's ordering stuff. Lindy.
Well, you just gotta order something from her too.
Yeah. So exactly. Yeah. Get her a mask too.
Get her a heart. Get her a mask.
Go watch the companion episode and get you guys a set of masks, matching masks. Then you can do a Valentine's Day photo shoot like Tabby made me do. Made you,
yeah, like that was such like a hard thing to get you to go over and go do.
All right. Lindy says she really enjoyed the full week of live videos, something to watch over the craziness on TV. Your masks are great. Yep, that's the whole point of this. This is the first time we've done this. We'll do it more, but that was the whole point. Yeah, we're all over it. Let's see here. Jasmine says, hope his wife doesn't have a heart attack. And yeah.
All right, we're going to go over, I think, and see a little bit more of Jen and see how far she's come along on that really awesome vaporwave paint scheme. We're going to bump down to some UV, or bump up her light over there, since she's been painting in the dark. Sorry, Jen.
All right, bam.
I'm on my third color right now. I've got one more to go. I will probably come back in and touch up some of these inner areas. Like I said, I've been painting in the dark this whole time, so
The first time she had a chance to kind of see what's going on.
yeah. Let's see what it looks like in UV.
And let me know if I get too close for you to work there, Jen. I pulled the UV light back a little bit because on the camera it blows out. Like for us, I know it looks really, perfect.
Yeah, so I can see a couple of spots that I want to go back and hit. And that blue is really going to deepen it. So this is just my first layer right here. And then this one has
Start seeing the other layers starting to, yep.
kind of moving in.
We'll let you just keep painting if you don't mind me staying here for a second or two, Jen. James, let's see. Is there any way to home fix any paint wear on a mask? My Belial is an older one now and has a small bit of paint wear in the corner of the mouth. Jen, I think we're in the right area for that. I know that's kind of a tough question.
It is. We usually recommend just going to get some 734, and you can thin it down with a bit of naphtha and some oil paint.
So let me just translate that from paint speak to normal speak. Some Dow Corning 734. It is a silicone rubber. You can also use GE Silicone 1 or Sil Epoxy. It kind of depends on the availability of what you have in your area.
The reason I recommend 734 is because it's a little thinner. It's less viscous. It's got more flowability.
So you don't have to thin it as much to start with, and get much cleaner edges.
Right. And as I mentioned in the last light feed, we use a bunch of Smooth-On products. So if you want to go on Smooth-On's website and find your pigment, like whatever color is missing, you can purchase that from them, or you can use some oil paints too. That works well. Recycled paint works really well as well.
Yep.
Yes.
And there are YouTube videos, you guys, out there, not from us, but from other people that have been doing painting and stuff like that. So yeah, do some research, you guys. It's not an easy hobby to have. These masks aren't just easy. You can't just whip one out in the garage. They do take a little bit of research and engineering. But yeah, you could definitely do some stuff. Once you own the mask, there are ways to have them repainted. There are people out there that's all they do is repaint masks and do repairs on masks.
Yes. Or you can always just send it back in. Obviously, we do repairs too. So
Yeah.
hit up Jonathan. He can get you a quote, and we'll go from there.
Andy, do we still have the Game of Thrones series in stock? Yes, we still carry the license for Game of Thrones. We have the Night King. We have the Season 3 White Walker and the Season 4 White Walker. We have a torso piece that goes with them. And then we have the accompanying gloves to each of the 3 masks. So, yeah, we carry quite a bit of the Game of Thrones stuff. And we're excited to see what else they come out with any new series that could possibly be in the works. Yep. Nope. It's looking beautiful. Hey, Tabby, can you grab me a set of gloves while you're out and about?
This
Yeah.
is one of those masks that requires just a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, so it's all going to be about layering it, right?
Yeah. And then once I get out in the daylight and can see better what I'm doing, I'll probably add several more layers of the lighter colors.
Yeah. This is just kind of for you guys to give you a good idea. We wanted to get a nice, exciting mask out there. Hoping to show you this guy by the end of the day tomorrow. No promises. Jen's got a lot of work in front of her, as you can see. She's doing it, but I've also pulled her out of her normal workstation, and she's kind of making do with what we have. Let's see here. Yep, Soda's being a good boy, just laying there in a completely new environment. So James, hopefully that kind of answered your question. Feel free to send us an email too. Show us some pictures of what you're working with, and we'll guide you the best possible way on how to get that thing looking great again. Would love to see Belial try on again when possible, since that's what I'm ordering. Tyler, of course, I got you on that. Dennis says it's looking awesome. Jasmine says the mask is starting to look amazing.
Thank you. I'm thinking of doing some like UV teal splatter effects on it.
I like to.
Ooh, that'll look good.
With this big boy of color.
So Jasmine says that Jen's talented or tell Jen that she's talented and talented when it comes to color. She knows what she's doing. Tell her she's amazing.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
So I'll be honest with you. I've come to Jen like 2 or 3 times and been like, "Hey, what color is this?" Because she can see colors that like most of the other shop can't see. She absolutely knows exactly what she's doing.
Special eyes.
And you see, she just kind of hits it. She's not working with stencils. She's just doing this, and all the masks end up looking amazing. You got to remember too, this is only the 3rd of these masks that we've ever cast. Yeah, and the only one in that paint scheme. So she's winging it, but I think she's doing an amazing job.
She's winging it with experience.
Aiden, so we do a torso piece for the Game of Thrones. We could do other torso pieces as well. Call us and talk to us. We'll talk to you about the challenges and the benefits because there's both to having a chest piece. But yeah, we'd love to talk to you about that in person. There you go. The color's coming out amazing. The pinkish and purple mixes well with that texture. Yeah, no, she has a really good plan with that one.
Thank you.
Lindy says Midnight Mayhem has some great UV clowns that mask would look great with. So we love Midnight Mayhem.
The game plan. We wanted to have this mask ready at Transworld. Whenever we were going to make it out there, we were going to have Brian over there at Midnight Mayhem pop this on one of their clown costumes over there. And
yeah, we work very closely with those guys over there. In fact, behind all these curtains here, we did a big CNC sign for them that I have sitting behind the curtains over here. They do amazing costumes. Out in our lobby, we keep one of our mannequins dressed as a clown imp out there with one of their costumes on it.
as a matter of fact, on our backdrop, there's 2 of those costumes too.
Did you guys talk about costuming this eyeball yet?
A smidge, that's what we were just talking about.
A little bit. Will you have some good ideas for costuming this eyeball?
I really want to see him in a suit with a top hat and a monocle, but just like a big.
Did I not say?
You so
I
said
like
that.
literally. I said the exact same thing. I think he should like dress in a tux, and he should have a big giant.
You need
Jen,
like-
that's why we get
like
along.
one glass with hooks.
Oh yeah, we're just like just two little hooks. Oh my god, that'd be funny.
Someone buy him and do that so we can see.
Yeah, somebody.
yeah, we need to see that.
I will make the monocle. I'll get that going for you. You got to
Yeah.
just order it. Herman says, love the retro wave palette. Yeah,
right?
this mask, that was it. The whole point of this mask is we're not going to do it. I mean, we'll do a standard paint scheme if you want one, but all the paint schemes are going to be crazy and retro and,
Wild,
you know, just,
vibrant.
you know, as vibrant as we can get them.
As out of this world as the design is.
Right. Speaking of, if you guys have any suggestions for paint on this guy, throw them our way. Like, we're just getting started with him. There's a million different ways that he can be colored, or if you have ideas or suggestions, or you want to see him in a specific way, like, we'll definitely take that into consideration. And I love doing different paint schemes. So send me your customizations, send me your alterations. That's where I thrive.
Yeah, the paint team. So Jen has a few people that she works with, but Jen is the head of the paint team over there. But yeah, they get bored when they have to do the same paint scheme over and over and over again.
Skin treatment is only so fun when you're doing natural humans. We like the weird stuff.
Yeah, so please feel free to get crazy color schemes in your head and throw those ideas out for us.
I think we got a few more questions over there.
Yep. Do you repaint masks that aren't yours? Yeah, we'll. I mean, we don't do a whole lot of repainting here in the shop. Just to be perfectly honest with you, we can. So if you have,
We definitely repair masks that aren't ours. But if you, same thing though, if you want to shoot us an email just with the mask and what you are looking to have done, whether it's repairs or repaint, we'll touch base with Jen and we'll see what we can do for you, and we'll get you that estimate and pricing.
And the main reason I'm a little hesitant on that is because the shop is very, very busy right now, and any repaints would be backburnered as a secondary priority to new masks that were coming out. And I'd hate for you to have a mask that was just sitting on the shelf for a while. We can guide you to some other people that do really good repaints as well.
If we're not available for whatever reason, we can guide you in the right direction.
Yeah. Let's see here. Also, it's proven that females can see more hues of color than males, so that helps out. Well, that's definitely the case
That's
for me.
science, Tyler.
Yeah. Could you tell me the name of the mask that Jen is doing again? So that's Igor.
Eyegore.
There you go.
I like eyeball and gore like gory.
Yep. Brian says thank you. Yeah, no, Brian from Midnight Mayhem, guys. He's on the threads with us. Again, we're all, it's a small community out there. All the vendors, we've all been impacted by the same thing, and we're all trying to work together and go from there. So yeah.
Tyler, radioactive style. I'm down for that next.
I kind of want to see a glow in the dark one.
Yeah, super.
Or like the green one.
Like war, like toxic war.
Yep.
But like yeah.
So yeah,
I would love that.
Tyler just put down on there Zooey Mask Repairs. Zooey is amazing.
He does a lot of really good paint repair. So yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to
Jeremy.
Big Jeremy out there, Jeremy Kinley. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Frog Baby?
Can you obviously join the stream here?
Let's see here. So Justin, I have a Freddy Krueger Dark Ride mask that needs some repainting. That's why I'm asking. Again,
Shoot us an email, man.
Shoot us an email. We'll talk through it all on the live stream. It's kind of tough to. We'd have to look at the schedule and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. All right, guys. I think we're gonna let Jen kind of do some more painting over here without us being right up in her face. Unless you guys have any other quick paint questions.
Surviving the apocalypse. So are we, Jeremy. So are we.
Gotta go restock with some colors here.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
Like we are almost at the 5 o'clock hour. So if we
All right, guys. Yeah, we've kept the entire audience the entire time. Jen, wave bye real quick. Hopefully we'll see Jen tomorrow. In fact, we will see Jen tomorrow. I don't know if she'll be painting, but
I'll be having some crawfish.
yeah, we will definitely be. We're gonna be eating tomorrow.
So you guys, it is the end of the 4 o'clock broadcast here at Fansworld. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this amazing stream so far this week. Jasmine, we're getting that Rocky Demon on for you that you beat.
That'll be the last one I do.
He was just in charge of the camera over there. But just to remind you guys, we are having that sale. It does go through till tomorrow at end of day here. So it is 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. Once again, that sale is $100 off any full mask and gloves, $50 off any of the hood items, so the deformed hood, the skull hood, the hero hoods, the Venetians, those like. We're also doing free domestic shipping. So reach out to us if you're international. We'll be able to work with you. We're doing $100 credit if you buy a licensed item. You'll get $100 credit towards a non-licensed item. Additionally, with the guts we were talking about earlier, you buy 4 pounds, you get a pound for free, and a whole bunch of really cool swag that you would have gotten if you would have seen us at Transworld. But we're bringing the trade show to you, so we're bringing all that swag to you. Josh is going to bump this UV. He's going to show up as this demon real quick. As Rocky. There we go. Awesome possum. I mean, god dang, that mask just looks so good. So vibrant. There's no lights in that mask, just emitting from this UV light. Steve, thank you so much for joining in. We'll be going live again tomorrow, same time, same bat channel, as it were. So we'll be going live at noon. We'll be unveiling the vampire's name at noon, since we named Rocky earlier this week. This is going to be the Ifrit paint scheme for him, aptly named by another member of this live stream. So thank you guys again so much for joining in and helping us name that. Not only the mask, but also the paint scheme. Yes, Jasmine, your mask is looking awesome. She loves that damn thing, and I can't blame her. Yeah, so we're going to go back to a regular white light here, you guys.
View what he actually looks like outside of the UV. Looks just as good outside the UV as he does in the UV.
All right, you guys. So yes, tomorrow we're going to go live at noon. Going to talk about the vampire's name. We're going to go over a few other things that we haven't talked about yet. And between the 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock hour, we're going to have a crawfish boil going on here at the shop with the last remaining crew members who are still here throughout the rest of the week. We're going to show you some behind-the-scenes stuff at the shop. We're going to show you, Jen, getting a few more paint shenanigans taken care of.
I think I'm going to try and sneak the camera over into the paint room myself, and we'll introduce you to Jeff and Sarah and Brooke and everybody.
I'm going to try to get one of our GoPros set up over in the paint room area so we can do a time-lapse of Jen finishing painting not only that Nadia, the Empress version, as well as getting a time-lapse on the rest of this eye we're going. You guys, it has been a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for sharing the feed. Please continue to share the feeds. We love to have everybody join and watch us, especially because tomorrow is our last day of Fansworld. It's going to be so sad. But again, thank you guys so much. Until tomorrow.
But real quickly, before you sign out, if you want a mask, what should they do?
They need to buy now.
Why?
Buy now because our sale ends tomorrow. Like I was saying a little bit earlier, our sale ends tomorrow, end of day on business day. So if you want a mask, buy it now. Check out the website. The discounts are not quite showing correctly on the website, but we review every order that comes through, so we will make sure you get that discount on the back end, okay? Anyway, you guys, have a great night. We will see you tomorrow. So until then, see ya. Hi guys, thanks for tuning into the channel and watching this video. Please make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and tune in for many more videos that we have coming in. You can check out some of our movement videos here, and you can check out some of our other videos from when we had Fansworld at CFX here. See you soon!